I look bald.
You do not. You do not. It's the grey hair.
The size of this forehead. Jesus, you could puck a plane on there. Oh dear.
Getting old, baby.
Mm.
You're 55. Be glad you got here. Okay.
You ready?
I've got lipstick on my teeth.
No. You ready to go?
Yes.
Hi everyone, I'm Brendan.
And I'm Karen.
And together we're Fox and Rabbit. We're filming this, our 47th Flosstube, on Sunday the 26th of January.
Australia Day.
It's Australia Day here in Australia. Whether you celebrate Australia Day or not, it's a little bit controversial here.
Oh, it's just a day of bringing all the Australians together.
Yeah, but rather than remembering the past, I think we should look at the future instead for Australia Day. So Karen and I celebrate it.
Yes, we do. Yes.
So we'll be having drinks.
Barbecue lunch.
For Australia Day later. After the video, actually.
Yes. Starving, actually.
Yeah. So what else has been happening, Karen? So...
Well...
We're waiting on linen at the moment.
Yes, linen should be... So it's Australia Day today, which is Sunday. But because it's annual holiday and it's falling on a weekend, the government gives us Monday off. So we've got tomorrow off as well, and then our linen arrives from
Fingers crossed
Germany on Tuesday. Fingers crossed. It's
so then we can
port for a little bit this time.
So I can start dyeing again, yeah, because it's a little bit later than we expected. We expected it to be here this week.
Yeah, we expected it to be here, literally about to arrive the minute we got home from the States. But that's okay. It's almost here. So I think it's down in Sydney, so it should be here hopefully Tuesday, Wednesday at the latest.
Yeah,
anyway.
it's pretty customs anyway, because they billed me.
Yes.
Which I thought was nice of them.
So first things first is anyone watching from our Patreon will be getting that dyed out immediately.
Yep. So there's only a few bits of that because we had some linen problems. Yeah. Some mislabeled linen and some linen that had oil stains on it.
Yeah.
So this is going to replace that, so we can finish dyeing the last of those, and we can get those out.
Yep.
And as we talked about before, anyone in America now, it gets shipped from America.
Yep.
So our friend Liz,
our first employee.
Yeah, she's actually helping us out. So anything that goes to a US address now, other than shop orders, obviously, goes to Liz first. Yep. So we ship it to Liz via courier, so it gets there nice and quick, and then she sends it via USPS. So US people now will get their tracking numbers from USPS, not from Australia.
Easier for them to track.
Yep, and it means you should get it quicker.
We only have to worry about one thing clearing customs rather than
then
200 and something.
Then a couple of hundred, which is always fun every month trying to work out where things are going, especially if they go to Miami.
Chicago's the worst.
No, Miami lately
Really?
It's been worse. Yeah, things get stuck in Miami for a week or so now.
Yeah. So that's all been fixed, so that's good.
Yeah. And the first installment of this year's Stitch Along has been up. A lot of people have already finished it.
Except for Brendan.
Except for me. I've got to get back to it.
You've been a tiny bit busy this month, baby. So in all fairness.
Yeah, so on our Facebook group, which is still massively growing every week. I think there's like 23,500 people in it now.
Oh, no.
It's just getting bigger and bigger, which is amazing. There's some beautiful stitching. People have picked some really pretty colours that they're stitching on, and there's some amazing fabrics people are stitching on it as well. I had one little mistake in this month's chart. I put in one extra stitch. We fixed that
one extra stitch. It was really...
We fixed that up pretty quickly. But to try and make sure that doesn't happen anymore, we've got a few people that are helping us.
Yeah.
So we've got some people that are proofing the charts for us now.
So in other words, they're stitching a month ahead.
Yeah. So Kathy, Jem,
and Julie.
And Julie. Yeah. So
they can't show what they're stitching though.
Yeah, they're not allowed to show it until the month. But Kathy just emailed me just before I came on with her progress, and she said she didn't find any problems in February.
Yay!
So that's good. And her stitching looked amazing too.
Some people are doing it in one colour, some people are doing multiples, some people are interpreting the theme of Cloister Garden, some people aren't. It's all good. It's whatever you want. It's your journey. So as Brendan said, there's been some amazing ones. And some beautiful, beautiful finishes from last year's are going up. I think that one was probably one of the most I've seen finished at the end of the year. Like we've seen ones going forward finished, but a lot finished in December.
But that was because of a reasonably small one too, I think.
Yeah, this one might be. This one's big.
Small compared to my others.
Yeah.
Still not.
You don't do small, baby. No.
No, I like big things.
But this is a big one. I think it's 340 by 340.
333 by 333 stitches. Yeah. So it's a big girl.
Stunning,
she's a big
Clearly
girl.
I've seen it, so it's beautiful. So.
But I think she looks good.
Yep. Okay. What else, baby?
Well, you said before we just got back from America. We went over
Quickest trip we've ever had.
To the attic sample symposium. I think we got there on the Thursday and we left on the Monday.
Yep. We got home on Wednesday because obviously we lose a day travelling home.
Tuesday.
But we're not too jet lagged because...
We got upgraded. So I bid for an upgrade using points and we were lucky enough to get it this time.
Business class.
Cost us a lot of points, but we got it. Business class is good and bad. It's good in that it's comfortable.
Yeah.
But bad is because it's just wasted, really. Because you sleep the whole way.
Oh, well, only if you we had like a nearly midnight flight. It was close to midnight by the time we took off. So, Brent, you can lay out, like, for those who haven't travelled business class, and believe me, we haven't very often either. There hasn't always been upgrades. We've never paid for one.
They have lay flat seats.
Yeah, the seats can go back and lay into a complete bed. So, I want to get upgraded sometime when we leave around midday would be lovely. That way I can sit, I can stitch, read a book, eat, and then when it comes to night time, lay it down and sleep. But this time we were close to midnight by the time we took off. So we slept, I think, 10 hours. I think I was literally awake for maybe 3 hours of that flight.
Well, we had a 16-hour flight.
Yeah. Was it 16 hours?
Well, it was. I think it was supposed to be 16, but I think the pilot put the pedal down.
I think so. We got there. We had to circle.
We got there early. We were circling Sydney for half an hour. But I think we slept like 11 hours of the flight. So if we'd paid for it in cash, it would have been pretty much a waste of money.
Not a waste of money in that I don't miss being cramped into an economy seat for 14 hours, baby. It's just... I thought he was going to say the worst thing is that it's very hard to go back once you've been in business.
It's impossible to go back.
Oh, my gosh. It's so good. And, just the food and... They kept trying to make me drink alcohol, though. I'm like, I just want water or a Diet Coke. But they kept saying, you sure you know what we've got Baileys, we've got, all that. I was like, no, I'm good.
The champagne was nice.
You had something, did you?
And the red wine was
because you're in a booth on your own. So Brendan was in the booth thing in front of me.
Yeah. So I didn't have to look at Karen the whole 16 hours. No.
Every time I got to go to the ladies, you were sound asleep, baby. But yeah, so that was. But what that meant was that we've been tired just because it was a busy 4 days.
Yeah.
And a busy days leading up to that. But the jet lag just didn't hit really. It's just more the whirlwind trip, and we tried to fit as much as we could in those 4 days, and we did.
Yeah.
So it was. Well, you've probably seen. I know we watched Katie Strachan, our friend Katie's Flosstube yesterday. And some people have done, I'm sure there's others that have done wrap-ups about Sample Symposium, but because that's really all we've done this month apart from work, we'll do the same.
Yeah.
We got there, baby,
So we got there on the Thursday afternoon. We left Thursday morning and got there Thursday afternoon.
Yeah, always weird.
Time zones are weird.
Mm-hmm.
We actually arrived in America a couple of hours before we left. And our plane was delayed in Los Angeles.
Oh. 2.5 hours.
I think it was the only plane in the entire airport that was delayed that day.
The board was all on time, not delayed.
Except for our plane. So we were a couple of hours late, which means I think we had...
And there were hundreds of flights listed on the board. It was just ours.
So I think it meant we had like 4 hours.
4.5. Yep.
4.5 hours in after we cleared customs. No, 4 hours after we cleared customs.
Yeah.
We got through customs really quickly.
Yeah, that's right.
Which was really good.
But yeah.
But we had 4 hours to wait for the next plane.
Which is not a huge layover, but when you're wanting to get to the attic,
or when you know
soon as possible,
that the attic is open,
yes, and everyone's shopping,
and people are shopping, and the fabric stash that the attic has is getting less and less every minute that you're not there.
Yep, and it's been open since Wednesday. We made them. I don't know why. Rookie mistake of getting there on the Thursday, which we never do. We always get there on the Wednesday, like summer school. This is the first time Brent and I both of us have been to Sample Symposium.
It was because of the flights. It was cheaper to go on the Thursday than
it was. Oh, that's what I thought. Yeah, I think we originally. And now, can I just do a big shout out though to our friend Naomi, who pretty much last minute, kind of, came and minded our dogs for us. She dog sit for us for those 5 days, and we are very, very grateful to her. Thankfully, she only lives 15 minutes up the road, so, you know, she could pop home if she needed to. Although she did tell me that the girls killed a lizard and left it on our back step, so her husband had to come around and dispose of the said dead lizard. So they disgraced themselves yet again. But that's okay. So, yeah, so we're very, very grateful to Naomi for doing that. So,
yeah. So when we got off the plane at Phoenix, walked through that massive airport.
I don't like Phoenix Airport.
That airport is just too big for the...
It's efficient, but everything is so far to go to. It just...
And you got to go upstairs and downstairs and upstairs and downstairs.
And then you get to the Sky Bus to go to the car rental place. It's an amazing thing, but God, I didn't think we were ever going to get out of that airport.
Yeah. So we got it picked up.
Again, because we wanted to get to the attic, so I think
we picked up our hire car. I think we pushed people out of the way to get off the SkyTrain.
Yes.
Which is stupid because we have reserved cars.
I know.
We just get to choose a car, any car.
I know, but we were so anxious to get there.
Oh, but the first car we chose was covered in bird poop.
Oh, I know. I said, but I'm not touching this. There's some weird stuff all around the handle. And you said, I think it's just, what do you think it was?
It looked like grease.
You thought it was just, and I'm like, oh.
And then we went to the other side of the car, and the pigeons had painted the whole side of the car.
We're like, no.
No, it's time to get a new car.
So, it was white, yuck. So we got the one next to it, which was exactly the same car, but black.
But just without the pigeon poop.
But here we were, though, thinking it's going to be freezing cold.
And it was warm.
It was hot. Well, not as hot as August when we go to summer school, but yeah, it was basically the same temps we left home.
Yeah, it was pleasant.
4-3. It got cold that last day. The weather. And at night time it got chilly, but the day
Arizona
was
put
really
on
hot.
Good weather for us.
Beautiful
weather.
Amazing. Beautiful sunsets.
But we beelined straight to the attic.
Yes, we did. Couldn't get there quick enough.
Yeah. I think we got the last parking spot in the car park, which was lucky.
Yep. Ran to Katie. She was leaving to go back to the hotel just as we got there, waiting for her Uber.
Yeah. So
she was the first smiling face we saw when we got there. And then, the place was just a hive of, as always, though, so efficient the way Jean's team runs everything there. Caroline had that thing working like a well-oiled machine. Mary, Vashti, they were all, I can't think, there's another lady whose name I always forget, but she's lovely too. Nan?
Nan, yeah.
They run that thing. You never, like, you take, I think Caroline was worried because they got like a number calling. They always have a number calling, but they actually had a lit up thing that she thought might look tacky, but it worked so well.
That's always been.
I thought so too, but she said that was a new thing.
Unless they got a new one.
They must have done. She said, I think it looks tacky, but it works really well. I'm like, absolutely. And the thing about it is, it's such a big shop and there's so many places to sit and talk and look and displays everywhere. If anyone's not been, it is worth a trip to the attic. So, you don't feel like you're waiting very long because you're talking to friends, catching up with people, meeting new people, sitting down chatting, and all of a sudden your number's called. But you might have been, you might have had 30 people in front of you, but it doesn't feel like you did. So that was running like amazingly well. What did we do? We had a couple of hours there.
Yeah. And then went back to the hotel.
Then we went back and checked in. Vicky had organised dinner for us.
Yeah.
We got to meet, who got in our car that night? I always worry because I can drive really well in the States now. It's for me, it's more like getting used to the rental car, more than driving on the opposite side of the road. But it was
Katie and Rebecca Scott.
Lauren. Oh, Katie and Rebecca Scott. We met Becky Scott from Whitney Antiques. She's just a joy. She's so much fun. And so there was and it was Brenda from Brenda and the Serial Starter. Everyone knows Brenda. It was Brenda's birthday. So when we got to this wonderful restaurant, it's called North Italia.
Yeah.
If you're in Phoenix, that is a fantastic restaurant. At our table, Brenda, Laura, Brenda's daughter, Ashley, who we had not met before. We've met Megan before, but we hadn't met Ashley before. Katie, you, me. Oh, we were at two tables. There was was Megan there? No. Vicky, Becky Scott. Oh, there's a whole heap of us. Jackie Duplessis.
And there was a couple of other people.
So catching up with old friends, it was really...
They were on the other table, so we didn't really see them much.
It was really, really good night. We were getting a bit weary, but we wanted to stay up as late as we possibly could. So then we get back to the hotel. The whole foyer area, reception area, is just covered with people stitching. So we ended up... we sat down with Kimberly from Sassy Jacks and chatted to her for a fairly long time. So we managed to stay up, because the idea is if you stay up...
Well, I think we stayed up to midnight.
I think in the end we did.
Yeah.
If you can stay up late and not like have a sleep in the afternoon, you kind of get out of the jet lag better, because otherwise, because we were both desperate for a sleep at about 4 o'clock, weren't we? We thought, we'll just lie down for a couple of hours. But thankfully, Vicky organised quite an early dinner, so we didn't get a chance, because otherwise you wake up and you're wide awake at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So we stayed up late talking to Kim and other people as well, and then then Symposium started the next morning. And no, it didn't.
No,
it was the next afternoon.
So
what did we do
the next morning we went and had breakfast.
Breakfast at Cracker Barrel, of course.
Because you had to have Cracker Barrel.
Yes.
Because you always have to have Cracker Barrel.
I have to have that, yes. I feel like I'm home when I get to milk Cracker Barrel. And what did we do then?
And then we went to...
I went book shopping.
We went book shopping. So you went to Barnes & Noble.
Yeah.
And you bought a few books.
Yeah, bought several books.
And then we went to a couple of other shops as well. We went to Michael's, was it?
Oh, yeah, I just had to get some haberdashery type things. They got these really good black scissors.
And we had to go to Walmart as well, because I forgot some things.
Brendan forgot his deodorant, so he had to wear mine. And he said, I smell like baby powder. So he was desperate to get to Walmart and get some men's deodorant.
I smelled like a flower.
That was hilarious. Then we had lunch. Where did we have lunch?
Cracker Barrel.
We didn't do 2 in a day, baby.
I don't know where we had lunch. I can't remember.
Oh, gosh, isn't it ridiculous? It was such a whirlwind trip. Neither can I.
Oh, no, maybe we didn't have Cracker Barrel for breakfast.
No, we didn't have Cracker Barrel for breakfast. That was the next day. No, it was the last day. Well, there we had the breakfast. We had lunch at Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
And we went from there to Barnes & Noble. And then we thought, then there was something I remembered that I wanted. Oh, we went and visited Jean. We had a couple of hours with Jean after that.
We went and visited Jean.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we were lucky to have a couple of hours visiting Jean privately outside of the whole event, which was probably the highlight of our trip, catching up with her. So that was wonderful. And that's where we also ran into Susan Stanley and Lamora. We met Lamora from Access Commodities.
Well, we met her in person for the first time.
Yeah, we've known her forever, but
we've talked to her
she's so
online
lovely. Two lovely, lovely people. Susan, we already knew. We already know she's a friend, but it was so lovely to meet Lamora. She is just a gift to our industry. So then I said to you, because after speaking to Jean, there was a silk I needed, because you want to change the silk over your kit, which we'll show later.
Yeah.
So then Brent said, I don't know if we've got time. Because we were told specifically that the doors would not open until 5. Don't bother queuing up before that. It won't open until 5. And this was we got to the attic at about 3:30.
About 3:30, yeah.
But there are a lot of people there. So we quickly got what we wanted. I wanted to get some metallics and stuff, which I'll show you later too. And you were in the queue with, I don't know, baby, what did you have, 20 people in front of you or something?
There was 25 people in front of me when I started.
And it was counting down, so we thought, well, we wanted to be back there by about
4.
quarter past 4. We thought, well, we can always sit and stitch in the reception if there's room. And but then we were talking to Vashti, who was cutting fabric. And shout out to all those shop owners that come in and help Jean with the cutting of the fabric. There was Janine from Traditional Stitches, Jeanette from Acorns and Threads, Kathy Ray from Needle in a Haystack. I don't want to miss people, but I'm bound to. They come
Janice.
in. Janice from, that's what I said, Janice from Traditional
Did you say
Stitches.
Janice, did you?
Did I say her name?
No,
I
don't know.
From Traditional. They come in. These are other shop owners who come in and help Jean. They're amazing. But Vashti was there on her own, so she was just cutting, and we were talking to her, and we were sort of getting a bit anxious, and Brent still had I think you still had 12 in front of you by that point, and we're starting to get it late, and she said something rather about it already being open. And so we're like, what? We're already got 5 minutes from the hotel. And she said, oh, yeah, they opened the doors at 3:30. So we then panicked. Even though the event wasn't going to start until after 5, we still thought, oh, no, there's like 230 people. We're not going to get a seat together. And so Vashti kindly took our shopping basket and said, I'll tally this all up, put it under the counter, and you can come back over the weekend and pick it up, which we did on Sunday. So we flew back to the hotel, which as I said was only not even 5 minutes up the road. And then, it was open.
You were a bit grumpy.
Oh, you were upset. You kept saying we needed to be back there early. I told you. I'm like, oh, it's my fault. I went book shopping.
You were grumpy.
I was, because I thought, oh,
Poor
God,
Caroline.
I'm going to hear about this forever. Caroline's trying to say, oh, look, I'll find you a seat. I was like, oh, and it was hot too. It was stinking hot. We were rushing. I had to race up because I wanted to get my stitching. I needed to drop everything up into our room. You know, when you're getting really...
because you had like 500 pounds of books.
I had 1 million pounds of books, that's right. I had stitching, I had everything. So we had groceries. We had snack things from Walmart. At any rate, so Brendan went in. Caroline kindly found us 2 chairs together because everyone was facing forward at this event, which I think was fabulous. I was a little bit not too sure, but I heard but that was really good, don't you think?
Yeah.
We were a bit like, was that going to work? But it worked better because you weren't like when there's a round table, you're constantly someone's inevitably got their back to whoever the lecturer is or the presenter is, and you're always craning your neck. This way, we were all facing forward. I stitched the whole weekend, so it was my job. Distracted listening to the presentations, but it was really good. There were a lot of people in there, but I didn't hear a single negative thing from anyone other than it was a little bit tight in there. And they said, well, if they do it again, Caroline said they might look at doing summer school that way, but obviously with less tables and with a couple more aisles, which will work it really well.
Yeah.
So once we were settled, we still had about an hour until it started. So once we were all settled and the stress wore off and we started catching up with people.
We met everyone around us.
Yeah, which was great. We met all these new people sitting around us, way more than we normally would.
Yeah.
And yeah, we had so many people we already knew coming up, saying hi. I was just lovely. It's just such a beautiful vibe when we walked in there. I thought, oh, the place was buzzing, wasn't it? So once we settled down, what happened then? Then it started. The event started.
Yeah.
Oh, first of all, we got these. We got these beautiful bags from the attic. These are fantastic. What are they?
They're made of paper.
We got something similar at
From
Acorns and
Acorns,
Threads that time. So
Janine gave us one
they
previously.
technically are cardboard, but the one I've got from Acorns, it's lasted me forever.
It's a special
What
kind
is
of
it, Brent? I took my sticker off.
washable paper, it says.
There you go.
Apparently
Washable.
you can put it in a washing machine.
Gentle cycle, cold water. Well, there you go. These are fantastic, and they hold so much.
So 350 GSM heavy
really
weight
big bags.
natural craft bag.
I didn't know they were washable.
They're washable.
They're fabulous.
Yeah.
We love them. So that was sitting on our table waiting for us. Along with these were gifted to us straight away, were
I think they will give it out in the beginning.
So we are very fortunate to be the recipients of
Jean's
this
red
beautiful
box.
gift from Jean. Jean's red box. Inside is another box which folds into a little external box. Like it's
So
can you take it out?
So the top, I'll show you.
Yeah.
The top has
I think they were printed by Kathy Ray, Neil and Hayes.
So the top has a section for little bits and pieces.
Take the silicone thing out.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that. Make sure we don't leave.
Make
it
sure
around.
the dogs don't get that. Yeah.
Dog will eat it.
Yeah. A bit more
And
actually.
And then the bottom has this section that you pull out, and it can.
Which is perfect for me because I can take my jewellery in this little thing and then just use this.
And closes out as a little own little case.
And then you can just use that as your needlework case.
So I think we'll be using
Fabulous.
Tanya from Scarlet House's video as a guide for remodeling these to turn them into little stitching boxes.
except I personally have a little gift from Tanya, which I'm going to show you later.
Yeah.
So I'm in a dilemma now because I've got something else.
But these are special.
They really are because they come from our beautiful friend Jean, and who doesn't want a red box from Jean? So yes, so that was a lovely gift sitting on our desk. Beautiful zips, great. I was jealous because the presenters actually had their name on theirs, the faculty. Although I was watching Katie, and I laughed because Katie said, "Look, if you want yours on there, I'm sure Kathy would, if you send them, Kathy will do them for you." And then she realised, oh, I didn't actually check with Kathy if that's happening. So I just laughed. But eventually I would love my name on that. So maybe we'll talk to Kathy at market to see. So yeah, so then the first presenter, Bill. Bren's got them all here.
So I've got everything all organised and stacked up.
So I'll let Brendan show you all this.
Okay, so the first presentation was from Needlework Press. So it was Vicky and Megan.
And if anyone has ever been to a retreat, we have been to quite a few retreats now, and also like being part of the faculty where Vicky and Megan have also been as well. So we've been fortunate to be attendees at retreats and taught alongside them. So we've seen them present quite a few times now. So if anyone has ever had the opportunity to see Vicky and Megan present, it's always exceptional. So I think sometimes, because we've seen them before, I think we take for granted, we just know that their presentation's going to be fabulous. And of course it was.
Yeah. So we've got a couple of things from them. So the first thing was a design.
Sample?
A sampler design, sorry. So it was Anna Maria Barfoot, 1804. And this is a strange sampler in that the border is over 2, but everything else is over 1.
Pretty much.
Yeah. But I think I'm going to stitch just the middle bit, because they've charted the over 1 part separately as over 2.
Yeah.
So that you can stitch it over 2 if you wanted to. And I really like all the little weird animals.
Oh, Brett, you love this.
Yeah.
You were only put off originally when you saw it because you knew it was over 1. But once they charted over 2, no brainer.
Well, but if you do over 2, you'll have to modify the border.
It's from the Mrs. Bentham boarding school.
Yeah. But I love all the little quirky animals that are in here, the little sheep and goats and chickens and everything else that's in there.
You were thrilled when you saw that they'd done the over 2.
Yeah.
But you just want to do the scene, don't you?
I'm just going to do the scene, the middle scene, yeah.
Yeah.
And they also gave us to go with it, so you could, if you wanted to, a printed panel, so that you could make a project bag for it, or
they did 2 things. They had a project bag and they had a needle roll. They showed 2 different things they could be made into. So I'm guessing that's probably a project for me.
And they also
you can't show that, can you?
They also
is it the little dot or?
Yeah, they showed you what you could do with it, some suggestions what you could do with a panel, and they gave us a design at the top, which is a little donkey.
Oh, I think
it's a donkey, isn't it?
It's a cow. I thought it was a donkey. I don't know.
No, it's a cow.
No, it's a boarding school cow. That's funny.
It's got unicorn horns, but
yeah, I know.
And some perforated paper so that you can stitch that on, and it uses obviously it's from the sampler, so it uses the same threads as the sampler.
So I might stitch that.
Yeah, on some perforated paper.
Which is there. You know, if anyone's ever been to one of Vicky's talks, you know how much she loves perforated paper.
That shouldn't be there.
From Sunday, yeah.
So
that was. Oh no! Then we had the second presentation.
Yeah. So then there was a little break
for a charcuterie board and the whole thing that Gina always puts up.
Yeah, for a snack. And I shouldn't have said that word.
Those girls are asleep. They didn't hear it. Our girls are on the couch they're fast asleep.
Yeah, and then we had a presentation from Michelle from.
Careful. Oh no, that's okay.
I made sure I tilted them correctly.
Well, we do that all the time, don't we? We always have the chart up to them.
From Mama Loves You GB, and she did a presentation on Welsh samplers.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
And she gave us some little charts.
Making of strawberries.
Which were motives pulled from this sampler.
And she is just as lovely as you imagine.
And she gave us charts.
So nice.
For 2
Welsh samplers. Oh my God. The one at the bottom I'm 110% doing.
I've just got to hide something because there's a discount code on it.
Oh. How are you going to do that? Oh, baby.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh my gosh.
You can't trust me.
No.
So she gave us the charts for 2 little Welsh samplers.
Oh, and the 2 Welsh samplers, the originals were there. Beautiful. The one at the bottom with that red house is, I couldn't get that home early. So I want to get that kit up immediately. It was that one.
It's got a discount code on
it. We can go shopping on Michelle's, Mama Loves You GB's site.
So it's got to be careful what I show because there's QR codes and discount codes.
But she's so much fun. She presented beautifully. And she's just, we were lucky enough to hang out with Michelle quite a bit over the week. We had to dinner with her one night, and she's just super, super lovely. Check out her, oh, well, everyone would have checked it out already, but if you haven't, check out her Flosstube, Mama Loves You GB. She is hilarious. She's so funny. We swapped, dinner, one of the dinners we went to, we were swapping our tasting box experiences, because she does them as well. So that was fun too.
Yeah, she made her husband eat that rotten banana as well.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. So yeah, we're hoping to catch up with Michelle. We're going to be in the UK at the end of this year, so we're hoping. I think we're going to Wales, but she said we can probably catch up in the Cotswolds, which sounds delightful. So we'll definitely do that. Yes, and so that was.
So that was Friday night. Yeah.
And then we went out to dinner. We didn't go out for dinner that night. We went somewhere for dinner that night. I've lost track of days. That wasn't the pub. That was Saturday night.
I don't know.
Did we
go out for dinner? I don't remember.
Oh, maybe we didn't.
I don't think we did.
No, because I finished quite late. We didn't, because we had that late lunch at Cracker Barrel.
And we ate down at the
shack. Yeah. So there we go. Yeah. Every day is, because it was such a fast trip, every day just feels like it's melding into one.
And then we hit Saturday.
Yes. I think we started talking to people in the reception again really late.
Yeah, till midnight again. We do that every night.
I know.
And then Saturday, we had a couple of presentations on Saturday.
Oh, Saturday was fabulous.
So the first presentation was from Miss Katie Strachan.
Our beautiful friend. I learnt so much.
She gave a talk.
She did 2 talks.
Yeah, so she did, but basically
2 parts. I mean,
basically both of the talks, but were around materials.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she talked about ancient materials or 17th century materials in the first talk.
Yeah.
And the materials that were used to stitch beautiful things like this. And in the second part, she talked about our modern materials and how different threads are better.
Which was fascinating.
She concentrated mainly on silk threads because obviously that's what Katie loves.
Yeah, yeah.
And she talked about what the different Averrois threads were best for, and how they were constructed, and why they sat better sometimes when you did this like satin stitch.
Well, particularly satin stitch. I think she was recommending Soie de Paris, I think.
Or
I could be wrong. No, Aval was something else. It was a different stitch. I think she said, and I will certainly be looking this up, but Soie de Paris, I think, was what she was recommending. Oh,
yeah,
she said,
we're not giving it all away, but
why?
Because it's Katie's.
Oh, well, actually, a lot of people were asking if Katie would release all this knowledge in some sort of book at some point, and she is taking it under advisement, I think. So let's cross our fingers.
Yeah, so she's got a
because a book on this it's just such valuable information. Like I said, I've used a lot of silk threads in my time. I've done a lot of stitching, but I learnt so much from this talk. And there's so many more silk threads I now want to use. I absolutely don't want to use anything, but I'm sure it's Soie de Paris for my satin stitching. And Katie passed around like a sample board of physical stitching where she went. What was it, baby? She had
different threads on
different threads on different stitches, just to show you. Like the satin stitch looked good on everything, but it was perfect on the one that she recommended. And it was just, twisted thread versus untwisted thread. It was fascinating.
But she also had
everyone was riveted.
Kathy Ray shop samples as well of all of the threads on different counts of fabric.
Is that what I'm thinking of? I know
no, you didn't see that.
I did not see that.
No.
There was that thing that went around.
Yeah, that was Katie's.
Yeah.
But she also had like
on
a series of portfolios from
Yeah.
Kathy Ray from Needle in a Haystack that she has in her store normally.
Yeah.
And Kathy has embroidered on different counts of fabric. So, 32, 36, all of the threads, and she's done the same stitches.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So
that's a really good idea.
It was cross-stitch,
satin stitch,
and another stitch, I think, as well. A couple of other stitches that she did in each of the different threads on that count of fabric, so you could see how they sat and what the coverage was.
Because the proof is in the stitching. Like, I mean, again, I think as Katie said, like we all know, if anyone's watched Katie's fabulous Flosstubes, she prefers a lighter coverage.
But I think I might do one of those.
It's a great idea.
Folios as well.
There are also examples of Katie's beautiful stitching there as well. Her Britomart sampler, which I think is going to be a class she releases later this year.
Yeah,
there's a picture on the cover.
She had her beaded magic wand,
which was fabulous.
which Harry Potter would love. And she had Casket Top, which was stunning.
Is that the one that's her mum's with the pomegranates? Oh my God, it's just to see it in real life. We've seen a lot of Katie stuff, fortunately, when we went to visit her in San Francisco, but this is just, she really is a master needlework. She really is. And her knowledge is fantastic.
So that was amazing.
I was riveted to every word.
That talk. And I said, and we got a handout here with explanation of all the different threads and how they're made, what they're used for, about twist and non-twist.
Non-twist, 2-ply versus, it's just, well, that's a great example of the satin stitch.
Yeah, sewing how.
Because I don't know about
it, and tips on how to stitch to get flatter stitches.
Really, really good.
So that was amazing, as always from Katie.
Yeah, but then we got this from her too, or from the attic.
Yeah, we got this just after Katie's talk, which is a little sampler pack of 3 different
silks.
Aversoir silk threads.
I love these colours. We got an Oval, a Soie de Paris, and a Gobelin. So
yeah, so that we can practice stitching and see how those threads actually work. Which is
everyone's familiar with 103 and Sophine, but these 3 are going to be fun to try out. So that was a joy. That was fun.
Yeah. So after Katie, we had a talk from Becky Scott.
Yeah,
Becky Scott.
So good.
So Becky, if you don't know, I don't know anyone that doesn't know, she does those amazing books.
I think, are they here? That's right. You've got the one from.
I've got the one from the last catalogue book, Whitney Antiques, amazing. And Becky did a book signing, so she actually signed it for me.
She signed it. Katie stuck them all in on the book plates.
Yeah.
So that was a.
Yeah. So Becky runs Whitney Antiques, which is their family antique store.
We met her mum years ago.
Yeah, specialising in specialising in samplers, basically, in old needlework. But she has a particular love for 17th century samplers as well. So she did a talk about her relationship with Betty Ring. And again, I think everyone knows who Betty Ring is if you're into samplers.
Well, Betty Ring was basically a pioneer, really, in the research of samplers. You know, she was the one to introduce like all the genealogy, linking samplers with their makers, and way before anybody else. She literally was, and a pioneer of doing that, like where everyone does it now. But she had amazing. She had an amazing
sampler collection, and she wrote some amazing books.
Brendan Scott. Well, we're going to show them because you're bringing all your books home from the studio to set up your studio.
Yeah, because at the moment I have all my needlework books, and there's, I don't know, like 100 of them or something. Some ridiculous amount of books I've got. They're at the studio because I thought that I'd have plenty of time during the day when I could sit and read them.
Because we've got a room set up the studio with a couch and television, and it's really lovely. But no, that doesn't happen.
I think I've used that room 3 times since we've been there, and those times have been to sleep.
Got to sleep on the couch in between dyeing sessions.
Yeah,
we pull all-nighters. So we've got it there, but
I've got bookshelves in my office, and I've got a big reading chair in my office. So I'm going to bring all those books home. I'm going to clean my bookcase out and bring all those books home so we can actually read them at home.
And in fact, the 2 called Betty Ring books are long out of print, and you pay a bomb for them on the second-hand market, but honestly, they are the definitive 2 volumes of books on sample research.
Oh, some of them, yeah.
Oh, I believe they are. They're amazing. Well, then, of course, what I was going to say is...
These aren't too bad either.
No, but I was leading to that. What I was going to say is what we found out, which we didn't know, completely, was that Betty Ring was a mentor of Becky Scott. And she spent a lot of time with her. And she basically now, I believe, has had the torch passed to her because her books and catalogues now are sensational. They're equal quality, and that's available. I know you can get them from the attic. I don't know where, most good needlework shops, I think.
I think you should buy it from the attic.
Well, in Australia, I think...
Alison...
Who's got... Alison Cole
has them in Australia, yeah.
And I'm sure there's others, I'm not sure, but... It's just sensational.
Because you want to try and buy them lightly if you can, because the postage
is horrendous.
For overseas, if they're shipping overseas, the postage would be horrendous because they're heavy books, and you don't want to risk them getting damaged.
But I know the attic has a lot of them.
Yeah.
So.
And Becky gave us, after her talk, she gave us some bookmarks. So the first bookmark is commemorating
from that book, yeah.
the current book,
Mhm.
The Choices and Precious Work, and then she gave us the
Very
second bookmark,
exciting.
which hints at the next book.
Yes.
Samplers, Smallpox and Sugar.
Sampler, Smallpox and Sugar. It's from the
That's all we need to say.
what? Oh, Katie said what it was. Nurse.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
It's a
It's
Bristol.
a Bristol book coming
Yeah.
out, which when I
Well,
mean,
sort of that gives it away anyway.
yeah, I guess I think the bookmark gives it away. I'm only saying that because Katie and Becky obviously are very good friends. So I believe that's a book coming up, and it's kind of going to be the definitive book on Bristol samplers from what we've heard. So keep an eye on the announcement. I don't know when that's coming out. I have no idea, but it's one to keep an eye on.
Yep.
So we were so fortunate to listen to that. And some of the information she told us about Betty Ring was was so lovely to hear it from somebody who was, so close to the lady in question. So
Yeah. Then we had lunch, which was a nice buffet lunch.
yes, very nice. Food was always good at the attic events, always. And well run. For that many people, it moved pretty quick. I thought that was very good.
And then, I think,
Oh,
my favourite project.
our lovely friend Jeanette Douglas, who is just a joy.
She's the most amazing person
She's
in the
so
world.
much fun. Yeah.
Fluff on her. And
She's a hoot.
I think
She had the room in stitches, as you would expect from Jeanette.
she has.
I've even got this one here.
Yeah, we're both going to.
We're both stitching this. Because not the trouble, but generally speaking, when we attend an event, we obviously get.
I don't know how I got that.
Oh, that's me. Oh, that's mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to stitch the same sampler. We don't need the same sampler on our wall twice. But this is not a sampler. Well, it's a sampler, but it's an item you can just have in your box, in whatever. So we both want to stitch this and learn.
Yeah. So this was an antique. This is based on an antique piece of needlework that Needlework Press actually owns.
Yeah.
But
Didn't want to reproduce.
yeah, they were never going to reproduce it, and I think Vicky bullied Jeanette into reproducing it, which I'm glad.
Well, it's right up Jeanette's alley with all the special stitches. Anyone who's done any of Jeanette's originals designs, there's often specialty stitches in them.
Yeah. So it's
embroidered stitches.
Jeanette's presented it two ways, as it originally was, like a big band
It goes on these
reel.
wonderful handmade reels that Jeanette had done. Oh, I love the wood smell.
And she also gave an alternate presentation as a sampler as well.
As a sampler, yeah.
So I think I'm going to stitch the reel on the
Oh,
reel.
we both are. Yeah, absolutely.
But it's a really good project too, I think, because you're just stitching like little 2-inch squares and 2 or 3 inch squares.
Yeah. There's 47 of them. Well, there's 47, but one of those is a double one, so it does fit two next to each other as you go down. But one of them isn't elongated, like 2 squares in one. So we thought we might try to do one a week, because I don't think, because one girl did it overnight. She had one done. Remember the next day?
Yeah.
Was a lady sitting around us already
That was
had one
Kathy.
done. Kathy?
Yeah.
Oh, it was Kathy too, yeah. So she did it literally, I think, overnight. So we thought, well, you know what, you can probably do one in a day and just do one a week, and you can have this finished by the end of the year.
And I embarrassed Jeanette and made her sign my chart.
Well, so did I.
I also went mad on her too for doing such an amazing project
Yeah.
and making it very difficult for any other designer ever
But
to have a
I'm
retreat
not gonna
project.
show you the things, but just in general, the stitch diagrams and stuff are amazing. The work that she put into this,
It must have
I
taken her
can't
months.
even imagine. She told us before Symposium that she'd been working on something for,
Which means she's behind on market
which
prep.
means she's behind a market prep. And I thought, now I can see why. Because, and as she said, the trouble was it wasn't easy to see all the stitches on this beautiful, because we saw the original there too. But, which is why I think Vicky and Megan were like, yeah, no, hard pass. She did a sensational job. She made me laugh because she said, you know what? There were some times, because she was trying to look at the back, and the back was just a mass of stitches of, crossing threads. And she said there's a couple of times she sort of genetified the stitch, which is perfectly fine with me. I'm good. So Brent and I are going to we're just going to put them on like a. We're both going to get the Millennium Frame small stitcher bar so we can actually just roll it on as we go.
Yeah.
So yeah. So and the kit was amazing. So that is 100% something I'm going to start. That should also be in plans.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if it was that day or the next day that we got. I think it was. I think it was the next.
No,
day.
that was the next day.
Yeah, so I'll show that next. And then we had went out and had dinner.
We did, because our friends Pam and Linda from the Country Sampler, who we got to know on the Stitches Escape cruise back in June. They were we saw them the whole time. We stitched with them the whole time. They were our dinner partners at dinner. Table mates at dinner. We asked them if they wanted to come across this little pub next door, which is really good food, and they were coming to ask us the same thing because we had a couple of hours before we had come back later that night for show and share.
Yeah.
So I think it started off as I think they had a friend with them. There was 5 of us.
Oh, we grabbed.
Oh, and we grabbed Michelle from Mama Loves You Beach. So there were the 6 of us, and we went over, and it was quite loud inside. Because there was a UFC or something and there was some football game on. So they set us outside and it was a bit chilly, but they sat us at a table that had this, what was it, Brendan? Like rocks down the middle.
A fire pit in the middle of the table and the lady lit it.
Yeah, it was so pretty.
And there was just, there was like, I don't know, like a channel in the middle of the table that was full of little rocks. And she turned the gas on and lit it and the big strip of fire ran all the way down.
And it wasn't so hot that it was in your face. But we were totally warm because I had something short-sleeved on.
You couldn't leave your drink too close to it because it's like to melt the cup.
Oh, okay. Like that, I didn't know. But what ended up happening is it went from 6 of us
to about 15.
I think there was so many of us ended up having. There was Sean from Periwinkle Stitches. She is a lovely human being. She was so funny. She sat next to you, I think, and all these people just came in, saw we were out there, and just joined us, which was lovely. So we had a really nice dinner there.
Yeah.
And then poor Michelle, she had to keep looking because they were going to do the faculty photograph. And
she had to run away.
Get the faculty photo done, then come back. So, but that was lovely. And we met new people at the table. That was just wonderful. Then we went back, and Amy, Mrs. Flossie, who used to work at the attic, still helps out there, is also a designer. She always does. At summer school, she
gave us a chart. I can't show it.
It's just a freebie. It's really nice, though.
Yeah.
I think it's from a sampler.
From a sampler she's about to release.
Yeah. And the sampler's beautiful. So keep an eye on her Instagram and I think she's on Flosstube too. But she always
her website is stitchflossie.com.
Stitchflossie.com. Brent will put the link below. Every summer school she comes and she hosts because she's hilarious and she's outgoing and she's the perfect person to do it. She hosts the show and tell. And it was so lovely. She came back and did the sample symposium as well. And the only difference this time was because there were so many in the room, all the show and tells couldn't be out on the tables like they normally are. So they just did it in a really cool fashion. They just went around table by table and everyone stood up and showed their work.
But it means we didn't get as much as Amy.
Didn't get as much what?
Amy
I didn't get as much Amy time. Yeah, but she's so lovely and she's so good at it. She has everyone in stitches when she's doing it. She really is. I love Amy. But yes, there was some fabulous things shown, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Some beautiful show and tell. Yeah, and then we stayed I think we stayed back with Jackie Duplessis because that's right, that night too there was a pop-up shop, I think from Kathy Ray, Jackie Duplessis, and is it Gloria? Is that her name?
No, it's not Gloria.
No, it's not Gloria. We say that every time and we get it wrong.
I can't remember.
I can't think either. But we didn't shop.
And they had raffles as well.
Oh yes. Yeah, that's right. They had a raffle. Vicky organised a raffle of all these different items that were donated for the Los Angeles fire.
There was some amazing prizes there.
There really was.
There was a set of Betty Ring's books there, which
I know
they're worth a fortune.
There was and obviously it was a not a last minute thing, but if we'd known, we would have obviously donated some fabric too. But I think it was all sort of done pretty much last minute. But Vicky, Newark Press, organised all that, and they raised $6,300 or something, which was sensational. Brendan bought quite a lot of tickets, but honestly, I was looking around, people just had hands. The idea was you had about 12 things, and you put the tickets in the things that you wanted to win.
And then I saw what Sandy bought.
Sandy bought a lot, did she?
And I knew then.
Did she win anything?
I don't think so.
Oh, bless her.
I knew then
our friend Sandy
had no chance.
No. Yeah.
she had like a bundle like this thick.
I think I put most of my tickets in the great big packs of Veriswar Silk. I think that's what I wanted to win.
I did a Veriswar Silks
yeah.
and also the Mother of Pearl.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So you can just put your tickets. You can divide your tickets. You can put them all into one particular item, or you can spread them across the different ones and hope for the best. But yeah, no, I was seeing some serious streams of tickets, which is wonderful. Yeah, so we sat with Jackie, I think, for most of the rest of the night.
Yeah,
chatted
we talked for a couple of hours. I think we were the last to leave the room.
I think we did. I think there were 2 girls apparently that always close out the room, and we even beat them.
Yeah.
So that was fabulous. And then Sunday morning, it just seemed to fly, didn't it? It was just like, I don't want this to end.
So Sunday morning was a double presentation?
Well, first of all, Vicky did the draw, the raffle, which she did super fast because she didn't want it to interfere with the 2 presentations.
I think they wanted to do those just in case people left a little bit early.
That's right.
Because people had flights to catch, and the weather was causing a bit of havoc too with people's flights.
Yeah.
With the storms that were happening south.
Yeah, so ours was bumpy. On the Monday, we were on the Monday,
but we didn't have rescheduling or delays.
No, but some people did.
Some
they wanted to get
flights were brought forward hours.
Yeah,
which was sad for them.
It was. First up.
So on the Sunday there was a double presentation from Hands Across the Sea, Nicola.
Yep.
And also Kathleen Littleton from Cross Stitch Antiques.
Yep.
So
Nicola was first.
I should have taken that out of the bag, shouldn't I?
Well, you can, baby.
No, it's a crinkly one.
Oh, no, because you'll lose the
Hopefully you can still see it.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
This is really pretty. And when you saw this one stitched there, it's beautiful. Not a lot of silks, not a lot of silk colours in it. 2, 4... Yeah. There's only 7 colours in this beautiful thing.
Yeah, so this is Barbary Butcher, 1802.
Great name.
Which is a really, really pretty sampler.
Okay. They also, just so the actual theme of both their presentations were Norfolk samplers. Yeah. Which was fascinating.
So Nicola did a talk really giving a bit of an overview and history of samplers and
the region.
And the region itself. And I said it was this stunning chart, which actually... I think I might actually one day stitch this one.
You think so?
Maybe. I keep saying that.
Well, you bought the silks for it.
Yeah, my stack
they're over there.
My stack of charts that I'm going to stitch one day, I think, is like this high. I'll have to live till like 300.
But she also gifted us that one.
I'll get there.
Oh, I thought that was all... But that was part of Nicola's talk.
Yeah, I'll get there. I've got them here. We've got 2 gifts from Nicola.
Oh, my God. That's right.
And Nicola also gifted everyone this little chart, which is a sweet little red sampler.
Little marking sampler? The little girl was, 5 years old, wasn't she?
Something like that, yeah.
Suzanne de Carl, 1850.
Yeah, 5 years old, which is a pretty little sampler. And she gave us all some cards as well. Some of the Hands Across the Sea cards.
I know our friends who here in Australia who are Hands Across the Sea from us are going to be sweating on us to stitch these so we can pass them on.
So one of the cards was for Barbary Butcher.
Yep.
And the other was for the Jessie.
Oh, I love this chart.
Shalimar, which is the exclusive at the attic.
And that's the bright version.
Yeah.
Oh, Nicola, they presented this one, and they're both stitched in 2 colorways, and it's an attic exclusive. Just so beautiful. I can't even. And they were both. They went from the shop up to
which I might have or might not have bought. Which I will
show you later in purchases. Yeah, it's just beautiful.
And the next talk was by Kathleen Littleton. And Kathleen expanded further on Norfolk samplers, and she talked more about the history of Norfolk samplers, and she actually gave us a little booklet, which is a summary of her presentation, including the examples that she was using. And she gifted us with 2 charts as well. So the first one is Jane Eager.
1790.
Which is a really pretty little sampler.
Again, they're beautiful stitched. If you, like always, you see
Because the model for this one, no, the original for this one was at the attic.
Yeah.
I think the original for both of these was
both
at the attic.
of them were there, yeah.
And then Adelaide Underwood, which is another Norfolk sampler, which is really pretty as well. And yeah, Kathleen had the actual original samplers on display.
Yeah, which were beautiful.
Which were really pretty.
Beautiful. We were so spoiled. All the presentations were exceptional.
Yeah, and in the middle of that, we got
learned so much.
We got a little goodie bag.
Oh yes.
To go in our red box, which is just some little stitching accessories. So in the little bag, there was like the little fabric clips.
And these were good because I've got quite a lot of these. Some are quilter as well, but I usually a lot of these for finishing. But these are good because they were actually a lot bigger than the ones I currently own. So I usually use the little tiny ones. And then there was a sparkly, because I use these all the time because I'm unpicking all the time. This is a sparkly red
boo-boo stick thing.
Boo-boo stick. You know, so if anyone doesn't know, and it took me a long time to understand what these were for, because I was gifted quite a few. But basically, especially if you're stitching, just say you're stitching on a really fine count, like 46 count, and you have to unpick some red or black stitching, and you get that residue left behind, just do a quick whisk with that, and it's all gone.
We also got, this is a multi-purpose.
What is this again?
So it's a scissor fob to go on your scissors, but it also has magnets for a needle minder, and each of the little pedals are thread cutters.
Oh, no way. I didn't know what you meant by it was a thread. Oh, and it's got a little needle thread on it. It's just the little needle cutter.
Yeah, and little magnets for your needle.
How cool. So that just goes on your scissors?
It goes on your scissors, and I think Kathy Ray made these as well.
That'd be fantastic, because you could take that on the plane.
Yeah. But the little magnets you can move around.
See, back in the day when you really can't take, we've got our little tiny...
Because I think this is like made from like that leatherette.
Oh, yeah, Ben.
That vegan leather.
Cool.
So it's really cool.
So it's got like a sharp little round blade in between the two layers of leather.
Yeah.
So I used to take a dental floss container.
I think it's vegan leather. I don't think it's real leather.
Oh, well, whatever. It doesn't matter.
It's like the same leather that's on the red cases.
Yeah, oh, I love that. That's so cool.
Yeah, so that's a little scissor fob.
For the plane.
That come from the Thread Queen, which is...
Star Detailer, which is fantastic, because I lost one of that years ago. Yeah. So I haven't had that
so we got
years.
Star Detailers, and my favourite thing, we got Jean Hugs. So, they're mine.
Oh, well, Brendan will take... I was going to say, he has all... Every time we get these, Brendan loves them. They're Barry from Stitch Folk makes them.
These, yeah. So
Brendan always gets the ones with Jean. Or the other one, too.
I love the Mr. Bean ones as well.
Yeah.
But these are my favourite. Jean Hugs.
Yeah.
So
they go into your collection,
they're
baby.
mine. You can't have
I'll concede those
because I'm Jean's favourite.
Jean, I hope you're watching this and you can deny this in your next costume.
She won't deny it. She'll acknowledge the fact that it's the truth.
She is such a beautiful lady, and she feels like family to us, so it was great to catch up with her when we were there. So
yeah, and she managed to pop in a few times.
Yes, she hasn't been well, so but she's on the mend. But she managed to pop into the retreat a couple of times, but she's a force of nature, that woman. So we're thinking about you, Jean. We love you, and we can't see you. Well, no, we're going to see you at market, and then again in August for summer school.
Mm. So you can't go to the attic without going bankrupt.
We did pretty good on this.
Well, actually, I was talking to some other people. I thought we did good.
Yeah,
we're amateurs. We're really lightweight.
We won't say what she spent. Who was it?
No,
I'd say who. One of our friends did well.
Yeah.
Let's just say
we're amateurs.
Brennan thought he spent a bit, and then was like, "Oh my word!" We will show what we've been stitching and everything, but we just thought, you know what? Most of what we've done in this last, week and a half has been sample symposium.
So I'll go first with what?
Yeah, you go.
With my purchases.
Yes.
I didn't buy all that much. I was good.
I wasn't too bad.
So, obviously, my first purchase was the exclusive.
Oh,
the Hands Across the Sea
so
exclusive.
good. So good.
So Jessie, is it?
Jessie Challenor.
Challenor, is that how you pronounce it?
1904.
which is a really, really, really,
It's 1904. It's later than I thought.
really pretty sampler that Nicola charted in 2 colorways, the front and the back.
Yeah.
I originally bought the colorway,
The pastel one.
the pastel one,
I still prefer that one myself.
but then I changed my. Oh,
Well, no. First of all, Jean started stitching. So show them the fabric that you got for the kit. It was the
Mason linen.
what the colour is called.
It's Mason linen.
Haberdashery light, I think it is. Medium light.
So that's the fabric.
40 count, Bob? No, 46. It's 46 count.
Yeah,
Did you know 46 count?
Yes,
Okay.
I can see that. Even with these
I
glasses.
stitch on 46 count all the time. I was just curious that you got that.
Lucky Jean wasn't there. She probably would have convinced me to go 56.
She would have, because Jean's stitching in it. She had a little sample of her stitching in front of the models up at the attic. And she's stitching it on a Lakeside Linen vintage sand dune, which I actually do have in my stash. So we'll have to see whether this one wants to borrow that colour. But Jean changed
One of the colours.
the colour of the flower from an orangey kind of colour to this beautiful pink.
Yeah.
That's the colour we had to go back to for on the Friday to pick up, because seeing it stitched, it's beautiful. That's the only sub you've made, I think.
Yeah.
Is that apricot colour for a pinky.
Now, when I saw it in person, the bright colours looked amazing as well.
Both molds. I don't know how people are supposed to choose.
So I had to buy the bright as well.
So whichever one he doesn't use just goes in the stash. So.
Are they pretty colours?
Oh my God, that's such a happy
like a
way
rainbow.
to stitch. You can't be not. It's like, I don't have it. It's usually behind us. It's like our Mary Morgans. We charted it from the back in the bright colours. It's one of our best sellers. Fun, happy stitch because of those gorgeous colours. So, I don't know. Maybe that's one that Brent and I both will do, because it'd be lovely to have them. Actually, we might do that. It'd be lovely to have them side by side, the bright one and the pastel one, because they look beautiful next to each other when they were just sitting there at the attic. So that's something we probably could both stitch, and because it's not like you're stitching the same thing.
You better buy your own kit.
No, I'm not buying my own kit. I will.
You're not even my
Oh
thread.
my God! Anyway.
And because I bought the kit, although technically I think I bought 2 kits, I got the special commemorative.
Because I got one of those as well.
I got the commemorative needle minder as well.
Yeah. I have to say, I think it's my favourite Hands Across the Sea chart. That's a big call, I know, but I just love it so much.
Because Jean had the 2 versions stitched.
Yeah, right next to each other. Same count.
Yeah, they were just stunning.
I think we'll do that, baby. I think we'll do one each. If it is, I bags the pastel one.
We'll see.
We might have to toss a coin for that one, because I could easily stitch in those glorious brights. So yeah, that is available. It's I don't know. Well, it's an exclusive for the attic.
For the attic.
I know Jean's got tons of it.
They got lots of.
They sold a lot, but they've also got tons. So
they've got lots of charts, and they've got lots of thread packs.
Yeah,
and they can help you with your fabric selection
different fabric
as well.
choices. If there's so many fabrics you can choose from at the attic that will look perfect. As I said, Jean's doing hers on a 56 count, of course, but it's a slightly it's vintage sand dune, so it's kind of like a medium tan kind of color as opposed to the very pale color. So just beautiful. So yeah, ring the attic, email the attic, they'll get it out to you.
Yeah, and you don't want to miss out.
So well done, Hands Across the Sea. That is just beautiful.
You don't want to miss out on this sampler because it's stunning. I also saw another sampler there, which
stitched on 56 count. I will add.
But looking at the chart,
yeah,
it's sort of average.
Well, it's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, but in real life, the model that they had at the attic was stunning. So
Jean didn't stitch it, but it was stitched on 56 and
yeah. So it's Amelia Boyce. It's a scarlet letter chart. The photo doesn't do it justice. The sampler stitched was just really stunning.
Oh, it was beautiful. Beautiful. There's a motif on there actually that I'm going to just take. Well, you want to stitch the whole thing. Yeah. I want that little motif there. I'm going to make a little needlebook or something out of it.
But the whole border is just so pretty. It's all different flowers and flower pots and stuff in the border.
And that there. Show that.
Oh, you're showing me.
I'm not saying if you can point that. There's a.
It's just this.
It's like a rose, like a little arbor. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
It's this bit here.
You can't see it in the photograph. That's the sad thing.
But in real life,
Wasn't that beautiful?
it was absolutely amazing. It's probably one of the...
You thought you had the last chart, and everybody around Brendan was like, "Oh, where are there more charts?" And luckily they had more at the back. So the attic still has those.
There was a stash of them.
Yeah.
I bought some fabric. I bought some needle and flax fabric. Was it?
Because you can never have Mackinac fudge, baby. Apparently, I think
Mackinac, isn't it? Mackinac.
Whatever. Where is? I've got some of it too. I thought she said it was Mackinac.
So I got a half.
Oh, Mackinac. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think it's a lake somewhere. And I got the 46 count.
I got half a yard of 40 count.
This is beautiful.
This is beautiful
From our
colour
friend
linen.
Rachel at Needle and Flax. So I've got the 46. Oh, isn't it beautiful? It looks like you can eat it. It looks like chocolate ice cream. Beautiful. Nice, baby. Oh, you got more of those.
I had to buy these. I break them all the time, but I love them. My favourite needle thread is the Colonial.
You don't even break them through
Ultrafine.
overuse, though. Like
they last
solid.
like 2 months before I break them.
Yeah.
2 months of continuous use before I break them.
Mm.
But they're just really, really good threaders, needle threaders.
Needle threaders.
Really
Try
cool.
again.
Yeah, thingies.
Things to put the thread through the eye of the
It's
needle,
thready.
baby.
I saw this as well. It's just a little dish from the attic.
I have one from the last visit, so
Yeah, good for
putting your scissors and everything on when you're sitting down at the table. Do I show mine too?
Maybe.
Oh.
I have a new obsession. Oh, that's good for
Maybe
it.
that's good for it.
A new obsession. Mother of pearl.
He's had it for a little while now.
Yeah, but I'm fully hooked now.
Oh, I know.
I've
You know
decided
how
that,
Bren's a collector? Well, look out.
yeah, I've decided now I'm the unofficial, unauthorized
Ambassador. Obsessed collector is more the word.
for It's Finally Finished. So Jackie doesn't know this yet, but she's got a free employee.
Jackie Duplessis does this glorious mother of pearl,
Yeah.
as you all would know.
So her business is called It's Finally Finished.
It's finally finished.com.
So I bought,
She's launching a new website or something.
yeah, I bought a little ruler. So it's a little folding ruler, a little 3-inch folding ruler.
The attic new
This one's commemorating the attic.
And this is an exclusive for them too, isn't it?
Yeah,
I needed a black background.
yeah, I'll just give you them.
This is stunning. This I think this is exclusive to the attic as well. Is it? Oh, I'm so scared to
Just put it on there.
drop it, baby. Oh,
Just put it on there and I'll hold it.
It's a little thread holder, but it's just exquisite. Oh, I'm getting nervous. Can't look. Yeah, there we go. You can see it there. Very good, baby. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, but this is going in something later. I'll tell you about later. And she puts them in these really. That's her logo, her new logo, and she puts them in this fabulous hard plastic cases, and wrapped in a little bit of bubble wrap in there, and they're so well protected in these cases. So.
Yeah.
Jackie's launching a new website soon, I think.
Yeah,
We'll let everyone know when that happens. So
to make it easier to get at things. At the moment, she
Yeah.
sells via Facebook
yeah, but she's going to be selling via her
website.
which will be
Yeah, and
fantastic.
I'm lucky enough to have a whole bag full of
Yes.
It's Finally Finished Mother
Yes.
of Pearl goodies. So over the next couple of weeks, we'll show you some of Jackie's beautiful thread winders. And
Because when Brendan goes all in when he's collecting, he goes all in. So we're very fortunate because she's a friend of ours as well. But that's got nothing to do with anything. It's just because
they're pretty.
they're just beautiful. I can't even. I'm obsessed with them as well.
Yeah, Jackie's designs are
Brilliant.
stunning.
Oh.
Mother of Pearl, because every piece is different because of its shell.
Yeah.
The life that is in them when in real life with the light play, they're just beautiful things.
She was swamped with her shop on the Saturday night, I think it was. We didn't buy anything at her shop. We let everybody else do that because we're lucky enough to be able to buy it directly from her. But she gifted me something which I'll show you in gifts in a minute, which just, oh my God. So yeah, and she's a really lovely human being. I can't keep saying that about everybody, but everybody, we are so very lucky.
Are we going to do other purchases as well, or just do the attic purchases
We'll
first?
do the attic purchases first,
Yeah.
because I've got, just most of mine were the attic, but going through I haven't taken these out. I'm building up my collection of legacy linen. We are going to order some directly from Access Commodities soon, just for designing and models and stuff like that. But I was trying to pick up some of the coloured ones like that. I think I was going to get some from our friend Naomi, but they didn't have any of the bright colours like that. Indian paint. I think it's called Indian Paint Box or something, which is a really bright red. But because we were there on the Saturday, on the Thursday, they'd sold out of ones like that. So I like high count linens. So I got like the 40. Mine were all 40. Mine were 48, 45, and 37 count. The 4 I got. So I got woven sedge. I should take these out. But I've got to make sure I put the back of them. So this is woven sedge, which is just like a really neutral, lovely neutral colour. I'll put on top of each other. This one's called Smoke Signal. This is a 37, so this is the lowest count I bought. Thanks, baby.
I'll bag them up.
Thank you.
That way I can decide which pile they go on.
Well, yours or mine.
Yeah.
Well, I was kind of buying them for both of us, baby. Like, there really is no you and me when you think about it. Unless they're in your room. Brennan brought out all these...
unless they're in my room, then they're mine.
What was it? Swad Goblins the other day, because I want to start stitching with them. I like the coverage on 40 count, and as per Katie's suggestion. And because I do like a good coverage, and so that is perfect on 40. And Brennan has a whole stack of them in trays from his Thistle Threads courses and stuff. But I've been told I have to order my own because they're
for looking at, they're not for using.
This is called Hazy Sea Mist. Oh, this is pretty.
It's pretty colour.
It's like what would you call that? Like a grey beige colour. Hazy Sea Mist.
It's really pretty.
Isn't that
colour.
nice? That one's 45 count, baby. Isn't that nice? Look at that. And the last one I bought of those is called March Pain. I've been wanting this one for ages. Again, I'm going to buy some of this to design on. But these are just bits that I can put a model on if I want to now. So this is 48 count March Pain, which is just a beautiful, creamy, buttery, neutral. Beautiful. That was 48 count. Odd counts, aren't they? I love that. They're extra wide, these linens too, so that the cuts tend to be unusual. It's like 23 by 24 inches. Because they're extra wide, they tend to be square cuts for like a fat quarter. Okay, our beautiful friend Jean kindly put this aside for me because I knew it would sell out before we got there. The other lakeside did, that was gone. But this is 56 counts. So Jean rubs off on you. This is vintage exemplar, and it's gorgeous in 56. What are you looking at?
If I put my magnifying goggles on, I can see that.
You can, Brent. I'm serious. Use a Safine, like Swire Safine.
Yeah, I can.
And it's doable. I think people just think...
I'd have to concentrate, but I could stitch.
Oh, yeah. And you'd have to have good light. But the thing is, so vintage exemplar is one of my absolute favourites. I've got this in 40 count, and I've got it in 46 count, I think. But this is... So luckily for me, I got a fat... what did she give me? A quarter put aside of this gorgeous one. She had that put aside for me when we got there. So we didn't miss out, because we absolutely would have missed out. Isn't it beautiful, Brent?
Yeah.
This is probably my favourite.
With magnifying goggles at a really strong light, I can see that.
Yeah, I know. Because, like, I mean, the thing about I look at 56 count. If it was a massive, massive struggle to stitch on, people wouldn't stitch on it. It's as simple as that. Like, I mean, if you couldn't do it, people wouldn't do it.
A lot of people aren't as blind as I am either.
Yeah, but Brendan, with all the magnification and things you can get these days, I get it that you couldn't do it 20 years ago, but with all the light magnification on the market, there's not much you can't stitch on. I don't know how people do all those. I have seen people literally stitch on that stuff that looks like 80 count and stuff. It looks like
It's punch needle cloth.
Yeah, like punch needle cloth. Yes, almost like, like hanky linen. Cloth. It's like, oh, no. That's... I don't even know how they get a needle that goes through that. Okay, and then I got two... Well, no, that one's...
Swap.
A swap, so I shouldn't really... That's in gifts, really. Dolly Madison, 46 count from Needle and Flax, which is beautiful, beautiful.
You get a full yard, did you?
No, I got half. I've got a full yard of that one because we swapped. We're lucky that Rachel's a friend of ours, so She likes our linen, we like her linen. So sometimes if we got a new colour, we swap her for one of hers and vice versa. So I might as well show it now because we're showing linen. But this one, obviously also too, I got the Mackinac Island, whatever it is, in the 46 count. And what did we send her? Desert Taipan. We sent her a Desert Taipan, and she sent us a full yard of Gallows Hill, which goes into my stitching.
That's a pretty colour.
Isn't that gorgeous? She's got 2 new colours out. One of them's a new one. One's called Valley Forge and one's called Martha Washington. So check out those on the Needle and Flax website. I think they're up for purchase now. So I think I'm absolutely going to need the 2 of them as well.
It's a really
Look, these to me are like lakeside linens. Outside of ours, which I obviously clearly love.
I hate people that can dye browns.
Well, it's more a grey brown, but you've got some good browns. You've got one coming out at market.
Yeah.
But we love this so much. It's like a grey, brown, beige. It's what Paulette used for the Salem sampler, which is what I have. There is a chunk taken out of that already. I got a label that, so I know what that is.
So, is this...
No, they're not for you. They're not. Oh, you just put them over there. Oh, where you want to put them?
If they go over there, they're going on my room.
Okay, they're going on my chair. Anyway, we're in the process of reorganising everything at the moment, so we want to get really super organised so that we know where everything is. Okay, so other purchases from the attic for me. Oh, I love them. I bought the whole kit of this. This is needlework press, and this is it's an exclusive kit. So is that exclusive? Is this the attic? Oh, okay. This is an attic exclusive. It's called Mary Ann Buck. We saw the sample there. You can see that. Can you see that? I don't want to take it out of the bag just because I've got all my silks and I wanted a 46 count. They didn't have a 46 count left, but they let me swap it out for another one that I chose, which was Seraphim. It's got out of my head. It's there. I did write it down, but I just can't think what it is. But I got it with the 103 silks, and I chose the Seraphim fabric, which was similar to what the model was stitched on. What was the model stitched on, baby? Oh, this was so pretty.
You didn't want to take it out, but now you can take it out.
Just slip it out. I'm not going to take the whole thing out. Model was stitched on... Muddy Duck by Tabby Cat. I think they might have had
the kits. They had in the 32 and...
Oh, okay. In the bigger, smaller counts.
32 and 40, I think they had that.
But I wanted 46 count. And the funny thing was, I chose this Seraphim fabric off because I had a whole table full of Seraphim fabrics as well as others. But this one I loved, and ironically enough, I found out later this is what they had chosen for the 46 count and the 56 count, I think, kits. So that was interesting, and it's so funny because my friend Linda from Country Sampler, she wanted a 46 count too, so they did the same for both of us and cut it in half, and we were able to sub that out. So we were very fortunate that they did that for us. This, oh my gosh! Now this is an attic. It's an attic exclusive, Brenda. I do know it. I know it's an exclusive, but it is their sampler of the month for January, which is a big honour.
Sampler that was done for the attic.
For the attic, and it's their sampler of the month for January, which we've had one of ours once. It's quite an honour when Jean selects you for their sampler of the month, believe me. And I know that Michelle was shocked about this, but this is just beautiful. So this wasn't part of Sample Symposium. It just happened to be a Norwich sampler or Norfolk sampler. For the attic, and this is called. I got the 103 pack for it. I'm gonna pick one of our linens for this. I don't know what yet, but the model was there, just beautiful.
So it's Susan's sampler.
Susan Steele 1817. So it's a very early one, and Michelle did a superb job on this. It's just beautiful. That's the model on the back, but she did a beautiful, beautiful job. She stitched it on 36 count vintage buttercream, which can't go wrong from Lakeside Linens. But that is the sample of the month for January, and you can buy that exclusively at the attic. Along with, I don't know if they got any packs left, but they did when we were there. I think obviously they took advantage of having Michelle there, so it's lovely.
I think they had heaps of those too because it's a sampler of the month.
Yeah, I think whenever they have a sample of the month, there is stacks. So again, contact the attic, put all these things on your list, and do it in one go.
The good thing about sampler of the month too is if you buy like the charts, the threads, and the fabric, you get like a 15%.
You get a discount. Yeah. Now these were by Heartstring Samplery, and I don't know that I would have. They're great photos. Beth does great designs, but they had these stitched there. So it's like everything. You see the model, you've got to have it. These are a kind of American themed, but we love America. So this first one is the little pin pillows. This one's called, this is in the American Mamas or something. This is Lady Rosie. Can you see that? Lady Rosie. So great. And this one is Lady Liberty. Andrea, my American friend who lives in Australia, you would love these. Again, got them because they were around the counter, looked fabulous, loved them. But while I was also next to it, and I thought this must have been new release because I don't remember ever seeing this before. I'm not sure what year this one's from. 2021. So there we go. I'll get this one out. I love this. Was stitched right on the counter at the attic. And this one was just, again, the photos don't do them justice. This is called the Dressmaker's Sampler. And, it's beautiful. It's really, really, we sound like a crack record, but, Brennan, she did this on hog bristle. Oh, there you go.
I knew she had taste.
You just can't see it in the photo, though.
That's probably
the model was, no, I don't know. I think that was the frame. It's just, to make things stand out, people often say to us, the fabric doesn't look the same in real life as it does on the cover of might be on one of Paulette's covers. Believe me, photographing the covers so that they looked balanced and stand out, not too dark, is one of the hardest things you can do. I was talking to Paulette about it, and she said it's one of the hardest things. Oftentimes, somebody will say, that doesn't look like saltbush, and they see saltbush and it's dark. It's because you've got to lighten the photograph to make it stand out on a cover, don't you, Brent? And it rarely looks the same. But you can be rest assured that it is that colour that they've used. So that's good. That's nice that she used hog bristle. And this was another one that was there, which was beautiful. This is From the Heart Needle Art. Wendy from the Heart Needle Art. This is Elizabeth Howell's 1851. That's really good. When was this one released? I don't know if this is a new one, but again, they had the model there at the attic, and it's just beautiful. You can tell 2023, so it's not that old. You can tell I just love any sampler with a house on it.
Red house.
And particularly a red house, I'm all in. People have red sample walls and all that sort of stuff. I should just have a wall of red house samplers because that's my favourite. Well, they're not my favourite thing. Aqua samplers are my favourite thing, but they're my favourite sort of style. And I think that was all I bought. Oh, no, I also bought, and somebody gave us this tip, Kohana scissor boxes. I think it was somebody on Flosstube. They fit perfectly any of the spools from a Veriswire. So I bought a heap of Accentuate and some Bijou. So they were I love them. They're the best metallics on the market, I think. And again, if you want to see these used to perfection, check out Katie Strachan's videos.
And you stole my Kohana boxes.
You lent me them because I don't know. I had them before we left, and I don't know where I put them. Typical of me. So I think they were my purchases from the attic.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Yes. What other purchases? Are we going to do the rest of our purchases now?
Yeah. Do the other purchases as well.
Okay.
So arriving, I don't know where the stitching piece that comes with this is.
Oh, I have no idea. It was just before we left, so I don't know where.
I put it away somewhere safe. We purchased the latest Kohana release. So it come as a set. It had a kit in a hoop of some cherry blossoms to stitch, a little storage box.
Just cute as.
A little.
I love this little cherry blossom.
Cherry blossom needle minder.
I have mine in my box, in my stitching box.
A Japanese. Oh, it's caught in the box.
I've got no.
A Japanese.
It's like a little knot.
Yeah, woven
needle threader.
Needle threader.
I love those two things.
Just sit in the little pretty
But
little box.
what about the colour of the scissors, baby? Brent thought they were going to be like a tomato red. Looked like that in the photo.
And the perfect colour scissors.
He was over the moon when these arrived.
Orange.
Finally! And it's your favourite kind of one. That burnt orange is your favourite.
Yeah, we got orange Kohana scissors as well. So I took those with me to away.
In the photograph on their website, it looks like a little bit of an orange sheath, but they look like a tomato red colour, which Brent thought that was nice as well, but they are a lovely burnt orange.
Same colour as my shirt.
Look at that, like your shirt, baby. You can almost get that lost in there. Oh, you should have seen his face when he opened that box. Believe me, he was just like...
They arrived the day before we left.
Yeah.
So it was really good timing.
Yep.
This technically isn't a purchase from this month. It's a purchase from a couple of months ago.
But it arrived this month.
It arrived just before we left as well. Like most people, I love Inspirations magazine. And they have some amazing, amazing, amazing projects in them.
It's a needlework magazine produced here in Australia, but sold worldwide.
Yeah. So I bought a few kits from last quarter's magazine.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they're not in this one. They're not the current issue that's just come out.
Yeah, the current issue is on my table there. I haven't read that yet. So I bought some dimensional stitching kits, stumpwork kits. So this first one is a Christmas ornament with mistletoe on it, which is really pretty.
Oh, they really are.
And I also bought its companion piece too, which is holly.
Gee, they're nicely presented.
Yeah, they're in nice boxes.
Wow.
And
of course, the pattern's in the magazine.
yeah, the instructions and the patterns in the magazine. Yeah, so they package them up beautifully with all the little threads are numbered and they're sorted on cards.
Oh, wow, Brent. This is really cool.
So they're complete kits. It's everything you need except for the chart. Except for the chart and the instructions.
Because the chart is in the magazine.
They're in the magazine, or you can buy them as separate PDFs.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, if you can't find your pages in the magazine. And I bought two other little kits as well. So the first one is called Rana. And she's, or he or she,
that's cute, Brendan.
is a little frog. And again, the threads that come with these, can't really see in that one because it's got the stuffing as well, but they're really pretty.
Otherwise, the designer of that is Anna Scott, who most Australians will know well. Oh, you're going to make the frog for me, baby. That might be the only frog in the world I actually like. I have a terrible fear of frogs, in case anyone has.
And the other thing I really loved was Betty the Beetle. She was really pretty. And again,
oh wow,
all the different threads that come with that amazing amount of threads. So,
and the designer for that one is
Tanya
Cohen.
Yeah.
What about the frog?
The frog was...
No, that's the mistletoe.
The frog was Maria Clara. I got the wrong
wow, Maria Clara Washerer. It's a German-sounding last name. I don't know.
Yeah, so they're all in my...
Watch that.
I'll stitch one day.
You want to start stitching these things soon, Ben?
Do I?
Yes.
Okay.
So that was a nice surprise when they finally arrived.
Yeah. So technically not purchases from this month, but...
Arrivals this month. And I'm in the Country Sampler Threads of History Club, which is fantastic. If it's I don't know if it's open. I'm not sure, but if you ring Country Sampler and there are spots available, they will sign you up straight away. I actually signed up when we were there about 2 years ago. So this is the last one for 2024. So what happens is you stay in the club until you tell them otherwise. So it just rolls on to 20, which is the best thing, especially when we're overseas. So we don't have to ring and say, yes, we want to go ahead. You only have to tell them if you want to cancel. So I was lucky because Pam and Linda were going to be at Sample Symposium. They just saved me the postage for this month and bought it to me at the retreat. So this is beautiful. So the last one for 2024, it's Needlework Press, fabulous. Eliza Taylor, aged 10. You can see that. It's always funny because this one's the fabric and this one is baked clay. It's always weird when you get the fabric back that you had in your hot little hands probably about 2 months ago. And as always, Country Sampler packages them up beautifully. So that was lovely to get that when we were there. I'm in the I think I'm in Teresa Koget's Patreon. I'm in the 4 top tier. I'm sure we showed January's charts in our previous video from two weeks ago. But if you're in tier 4, you also get a bonus 2-year stitch along, and this is called Hometown. We're up to part 13, so we've just gotten past the halfway mark. I've only stitched like half of the first one. I really want to catch up because this is a big project and it's doable every month, and I just have not, and I don't know why I haven't done more, but it's beautiful. So this is part, that's where we're up to. So you can see the blurred out part. We're up to part 13. Now this is released every month and then taken down the previous month's part. But if you're a member of Teresa's Patreon, you can, I think it's for a couple of dollars, you can buy each, like I think each part is like $2 or something. You can go back and purchase through her Patreon store the previous parts to catch up, and once you've caught up, well then they're free every month, until it finishes. Can't recommend that Patreon highly enough. It's fantastic. Now this, I'm also in Hello from Liz Matthews. She releases her charts on the 15th of the month, and I think this is almost my favorite one that she's done. I love this. This is called Sweetheart. Now she's given, I was watching Liz's video accompanying this the other day. She has 3 levels, I think. I'm in her pattern. There's one where you can kind of join for behind the scenes, and another one which is just a pattern stasher. Or the third one is a combination of the two. So I'm in the combination of the two. And Liz was saying, she's just given different options. This hasn't been stitched yet, but she's looking forward to everyone picking their favourite colour combos, which I can't wait to do. I will probably have this started by the next video. I've just got to, it's like everything, I've got to decide on the perfect colour combination of fabric and thread. But this one is called Sweetheart. So if you join now, this is this month's current chart. Look at those beautiful birds in that heart. I just love this. So that's from Hello from Liz Matthews Patreon. Now this one wasn't a purchase this time. No, that's more in plans. I think that's on my... Oh, now the only other thing. Now this was purchased ages ago, but through Kitten Stitcher, only shipped inside the United States for her mystery advent box. Luckily, we have friends there, so we had it sent to our friend Liz, who then we had picked up by DHL. DHL lost it, basically, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened with it. Took ages. They found it. They then shipped it back to Liz.
Well, no, so they lost it for about a week.
Lost it.
Well, they won't admit
Well, they did lose it. They said they did, but they...
They won't admit they lost it, but it means they missed the guaranteed delivery time for it. Which means we would have got a discount.
Yeah.
So rather than admit that they misplaced it and found it, they made up some rubbish excuse about it, how it was labelled as dangerous goods, which it wasn't.
Which Liz took photos.
And shipped it back.
Actually, we didn't have to pay the invoice. So.
Yeah, they expected us then just to rebook it again and ship it again at full price, but we didn't use DHL for that.
No, we said she then
mailed it to us.
Liz then mailed it with priority mail, but it got caught in all the Christmas mail then.
Yeah.
But it wasn't just this either. There was an exclusive book that Brennan had for me because I'm a big reader, big fantasy reader. There was a beautiful, beautiful first edition book signed by the author, limited edition. I think there was only 1,000 books sold or something. That was in there. Gifts from Liz were in there, which were precious to us. Oh, it was just a comedy of errors. But when it finally arrived...
And the most amazing maple cookies from Liz.
Maple cookies, they're gone.
Which I ate.
We ate those before we left.
Sorry, can't show you those.
Gone. But some Christmas decorations from Liz as well. Now this should have been in gifts, but I'll put, because it all came in the one thing. Liz made us these beautiful, beautiful gifts that were in there. Plus you had like a Yeti thing with Christmassy things on, which will go on our tree next year.
Oh, that's in my office. I forgot.
Oh no, they're all in your office. Because they're staying year round in Bren's office, but. So that was all wonderful. And to be honest with you, as much as I was desperately wanting this box, I was more upset about the gifts from Liz and the book than I was this, but this is certainly worth waiting for. Everyone would have seen this. I'll just go through this quickly because there have been so many unboxings, but I'll be keeping this box as well. Look at this beautiful box that Teresa Vanette put together. Now, I think I've got these. I'll just show you quickly because, like I said, there's a million unboxings out there of this, but I think I've got them in the order of, my favourites. So they're not 1, 2, 3. They're kind of my favourites that I'm going to stitch, and then I'll
have to hold the box because the camera's going to focus.
It will too. Well, all right. We'll go from my abs. Oh gosh. Just make sure.
I get to go find whatever that was.
It was a button, baby. It was that elusive button from Paulette's chart.
It's that
The dogs will get it otherwise.
Dogs will eat that.
Yeah. Can you find it?
And then I'll have to go through their poop for
It's a little. Oh, they could choke on it too. It's a little cream button. I don't know where it bounced like the. Anyway.
Talking.
Oh my gosh, my favourite from the box, and not just because she's my dear friend, but you got it, babe?
Yeah.
No, it's not there. I've got pomegranate sand stitched. And for me, I felt like this is a great companion.
Let's put it there.
Thanks, Bob. I'll put that in the pattern. I'll put that back in the pattern. This is just beautiful. It's called A Merry Gentleman. And this was, how good is that? I am doing, with my beautiful friend Katie Strachan, one Christmas ornament a month over the whole year. So this will definitely be one of those that I stitch very, very soon. That was my favourite from the box, although there was some close seconds. I am a little biased because Plum Street is fabulous.
I have to hold it back here so that...
I think I've got it. So closely followed was by our other friend. Do I sound like I'm a bit biased? Because
sound like your name.
Well, I'm not name dropping. They're friends of ours, but they're also sensational.
I know this famous
Brendan,
person.
No, Tanya Brockmeyer's is a very dear friend of ours, and hers, Scarlet House, she did this fabulous one. That's going to be getting done very soon. This one's called Oh Dear. How good is that? Well done, Tanya. I was also fortunate to get Tanya's design in the, we showed that back in December, in the Garon Stitchery Christmas box. She did the exclusive design for that. Yes, I do have them in order of how I want to... Hey?
Is it
not too shiny?
If you
this one's called 5 Nickel Needles, and I love it. It's by Shakespeare's Peddler, Teresa Vanette, who put the box together. She's one of my favourite designers, probably almost one of my favourite sampler designers. I love all of Teresa's samplers. Love that.
We're heading towards 2 hours, so people are probably falling asleep.
Oh my God. Well, are we really? And we haven't even done anything. Isn't it?
It's 96
It's an hour and a half, isn't it?
Just over an hour.
Anyway, we'll be quick. Teresa Vanette never misses the mark. Look at this gorgeous thing. This is called Sweet Moon.
You need to make a loud noise and wake everyone up.
Oh, shut up, Brent. They can always go back and watch it in bits. Sweet Moon, Teresa Kogan. Look how lucky. This is an amazing box. Oh, I love this one's Kathy Barrett. I know this is Samples Not Forgotten. Look at this beautiful big house. I'm thinking of changing this to a red house. Of course. Home for Christmas, 1822 from Samplers Not Forgotten. This is just beautiful. Oh, Brent, that was stitched on hog bristle. It's always weird when I see them stitched on elements. Well, seriously, this is not in order because look at this. This, you're always lucky to get a Blackbird Designs. Look at this gorgeous thing. This is called Noel by Blackbird Designs. So as you can see, that's the actual big picture of it on the back. You know, I don't know if Teresa's doing this again, but it is so worth it. Oh, I loved it. I knew there was a Kathy Barrick in here. Hey, baby girl. Hi, baby girl. Where's your sister? She's still
sleeping.
Hanging the Moon by Kathy Barrick.
Peach just woke up and she's feeling neglected.
Obviously, the plan was to open these. These were done like an advent where they're all in individual boxes. Maybe you're going to have to get down. Good, careful. Oh, I love this one too. La-di-da, Let It Snow. Laura Markovich. Okay, thank you. Just beautiful. It's a hot, hot day.
They're just explanations, I think.
Okay, I don't know what that is. Okay. Bent Creek, Seasons. I love their rows. Seasons Greeting Row. I've been doing these rows for years. They're always fabulous. Beautiful when they're stitched. Ho, ho, ho by Running with Needles and Scissors. It's that way. Looks like it'll be a quick stitch. Oh, Leela's Studio, and it is Leela's Studio, in case someone corrected me last time. I was like, no, I actually asked when I was at market once. Leela's Studio Joy. Oh, I love this one too. This is Reflet de Soir, Melina Gambit, 1897. This whole box just, I can't tell you how good it is. As I said, I don't know if Teresa's going to do another one, but I highly recommend it if she does. This one, Heartstring Samplery, Snow Day, Stocking Ornament. All those stocking lovers. Oh, this is the cutest. Stacey Nash, Merry Chicken's Pin Keep. Look at that little chicken. It's got a Santa. I know, there's so much in it. There's a little chicken with a Santa hat. That is so cool. So cool.
This is amazing value.
I know. So lucky. Thank you, babe, because you bought this for me. Comfort and Joy by Hello from Liz Matthews.
I'm a good husband, aren't I?
You are a very good husband. I just wish I could have opened it as an advent, but it is what it is. Better to have it than not have it. And there's so much in here. Look at this one. I don't have these in any kind of order. 4 Red Alphabets by Needlework Press. Oh my God, you can never have enough alphabet samples for that. How good is that, Fred?
No, that's something I've never seen before.
A Winter Whale by the Blue Flower.
A whale in a sweater.
Oh, I think that's cute. Look at these little bubbles coming around.
He's got a Christmas sweater on.
Hey?
He's got a Christmas sweater on.
Janine McGowan from Blue Flower. This one's called Winter Whale. Oh, very cute. This one is Miss Flora Flax by The Primitive Hair. If anyone's seen Izzy's other one, she has a series of, I think there's like a raven in a dress and a sheep in a dress and a few others in dresses, so that's part of that series.
That's pretty.
This is gorgeous. It's by Kathleen Littleton of Cross Stitch Antiques. It's just beautiful. This one's called Catherine. Oh, Catherine. It's called Catharine. Shedderman, Coomru Township, 1840, a Berks County, Pennsylvania sampler. That's a nice American sampler. That's beautiful. Just gorgeous. And were they all the chart? Oh no, this one. That was the extra. You have to ask Teresa what she got for this. Put that there. This was from Dames the Needle. I won't open because it's a whole little kit thing, but it's to make this cute little bird to go on your Christmas tree. That's a whole little kit to make the whole thing. That's very cool. From the Bee Company were all these gorgeous little wooden hand-painted buttons. And you can actually, the pattern is there to stitch them. There's like, this is a stitchery that you can then frame. Oh, I love these. These were from Lady Dot Creates. They were trims for one of the designs that are in there, I think, but I'll use them for something else. I love them. They're like, what do you call them? I love them. Hand-splattered ribbon, but they're in like green and red, so it's perfect. And there's a piece of pom-pom lace in there as well. So I won't use it for whatever it was, but I'll use those for other things.
They look like Christmas lights.
I know, they're fabulous, aren't they? I love them.
Did you drop another name?
No.
Just making sure.
Oh, I do know Laurie. I know Lois Wellman. And probably my favourite silk is Silken Colours. Oh no, it's Silken Colours. Sorry, I thought they were. Oh, that's good. Silken Colours. Thread Gatherer. Silken Colours used to have their silks really quite tightly twisted, like Gloriana. Oh, but they're actually doing it like Belsoir now. So that's actually much. I don't like them when they're all twisted. They look beautiful. And you can see the colours if they're multicolours, but I don't like the twist in them because then it twists in your stitching. I find, but these are beautiful. One's called Winter Rose, and the other one's called Rosewood Christmas. These are limited editions. Oh, how pretty they are! Oh my God, they're so pretty. I will definitely stitch something first. And then we got, I love Gentle Art Sampler threads. I love the grunginess of Gentle Art Sampler threads. They're kind of like dirty sort of colours. But we got 6 colours from the Gentle Art. So they're going on my rings. And last but... Oh, no, not...
Two more things.
Two more things. So this is done by Lois. This was the other thing by Lady Dot Creates. A beautiful hand-charmed zipper pull. And it's got like a little Santa face and a gorgeous snowflake and a Christmas tree. You're not going to be able to see this. I don't think you will. But I love zipper pulls.
I've got a mozzie bite just here.
Oh, well, don't scratch it. Actually, no, baby, it's not a mozzie bite. You've actually cut yourself shaving. There's you got a little slash there.
It's itchy.
It's actually a little piece of skin missing. Did you not bleed?
It's really itchy.
You've got like a little cut.
I think that's where I scratched the top off it.
No, it's like a slice. Oh, that's nasty. Last but certainly not least is a piece of linen, 36 count from XG Designs, and this is called Moonshine. Oh, it looks like the surface of the moon. Remind me to put that back on. It's one of those ones that they're splattered ones, like the duck egg one or something like that.
Back to front.
Oh, sorry.
It'll have a front and a back.
Did you see that?
Not really.
It's one of the splattered ones. It does actually look like the moon surface. So that was the Kitten Stitcher Advent box. Amazing curated box. And I'm very, very glad to finally get that one. So, okay, baby, we are going to try to move this as quickly as we can.
We've still got heaps to go.
I know. Oh, the other thing is, too, I meant to say, with that Threads of History, that's the thing Bren handed me earlier. So, that was the last kit for the Threads of History Club for 2024. As I said, if you're already in it, it just rolls on. If you want out, you have to opt out. But if you want to join it, again, I don't know if it's open or not, but the two new designers for 2025 to the 2025 team are the Scarlet House and Shakespeare's Peddler. And our returning designers are Needlework Press and Cross Stitch Antiques. So you're not going to go wrong with this club, honestly. So I'm very excited that Teresa Vanette and Tanya are joining the Threads of History Club. I just wanted to mention that in case anyone was thinking about joining it. Oh, we're getting there. We'll better show some. The one thing we normally lead with, but we didn't because we're at Sample Symposium, is our stitching.
No.
Do you want to do that last, dear?
Yep.
All right, we're doing stitching last this time.
Doing prezzies next.
Okay, prezzies.
Because we've got lots of good stuff.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, we did.
So the first thing
peaches.
I got given was because someone felt sorry for me.
Everybody in the world saw our last video.
How Karen tortured me and made me eat squid, whatever they were, and rotten bananas.
I'm still laughing. It's a month later. No, it's not.
So
you can get out, Peach.
Stephanie gave me a sympathy card.
This was on our first thing on the Friday, wasn't it, Brendan?
Yeah, but to get rid of the taste, she gave me this massive, big box of Jelly Belly jelly beans, 40 different flavours.
You can now eat that, baby. You've been wanting to show them. That's another reason Brendan was quite anxious to do Flosstube as soon as possible.
The reason why I didn't eat it while we were away, because I figured it's all wrapped up now.
Yeah, I know.
And if I open it up while we're away, oh, poor Peach.
I think she thinks she can't squeeze out the side door, and she can.
So what would happen is I would have had a bag full of jelly beans.
She's staring. Sorry, our dog is staring at Brendan because she wants him to take her outside.
But she gave me these as well, which is a list of all the jelly bean flavours, and they have recipes, so you can combine different jelly beans together to get flavours, like tiramisu,
to make slices and things.
Lemon squares.
Well, you must melt them into
if you eat these at the same time.
Oh, it's what it tastes like.
It's what it tastes like.
Okay. Oh, that's...
So if you eat a berry cherry with a coconut and a buttered popcorn, it tastes like a cherry turnover.
Okay.
So who knew?
Who knew, baby? But I'm sure you'll be going through that very quickly.
So I can open up this now, now that it doesn't have to travel in a suitcase.
I don't think that'll be still here when we do our next video.
So apparently the factory is near where Stephanie lives. So she's lucky she can drop in there and eat her way through jelly beans whenever she wants.
Yeah, I got to the table and there's all these presents for Brendan.
The other thing is an apology. A lady gave me these, and she was started to tell me the story about these little cookies.
Yeah.
And then Caroline asked me a question.
Caroline from the attic.
I answered Caroline, and when I turned back, the lady had gone.
Yeah.
So I
She
didn't.
probably thought you were being very rude,
Yeah, I
Brendan.
think I was rude. So I didn't get her name, and I didn't get the whole story about the cookies. So,
Although it does have the history of the, what is it called, baby? A Ben wafer.
yeah.
So where are they from? Low
Well, it's
Low
an
country,
African. It's an African. tree.
West Africa. Oh, I don't know. There's a whole history of it on the back.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlestown.
Yeah. So they're
Charlestown.
made in South Carolina. But whoever you are, I'm really sorry. I probably seemed really
Bren was
rude.
really upset. I got to the table and Brendan said, "Oh my gosh, this lady was telling me the story. Carolyn asked me something and I turned around and she'd gone." I said, "Oh my God." I said, "What was her name?" And he said, "I don't know."
Yeah. So sorry, I didn't
You want
catch.
to try it? I'd not try. I'm dying to try these.
I didn't catch your name.
And it felt terrible all weekend. I can tell you. Brent kept saying, "Oh, I wish that lady would come back."
And I couldn't remember what she looked
And there were a lot of people. There were 230 people there, so I don't know. And
So-
you couldn't find her. I'm
Apparently
trying to
these
get
are
to her.
sesame wafers.
Oh, they're good.
Oh,
They're sweet.
they're really nice.
Oh yeah, that's not like a tasting box one. That's good. Oh, it's kind of like they got like a maple.
Here comes Lily. She heard cookie.
I just got a bit done the wrong way. I need a drink. Oh, Brendan, they're really good.
Mm. Pull all these little goodies out.
Oh, they're really nice.
So Kathy made me this most amazing project bag. So it's got Bigfoot and Yeti and jackalopes gardening.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm reading the history of this yummy thing.
So it's a beautiful project bag. And she also made me a little thread bed to go with it with the same fabric. She included a postcard.
You got given this at breakfast one morning.
Yeah, a cool magnet
Hmm.
for the fridge. And a national parks calendar.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, which
Oh, I hadn't seen that.
I'll put on my desk.
Oh, wow. This is a picture for every day.
A month.
Oh, what did I say? Did I say day?
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, so this amazing project bag. So now I've got to find
Bren was
But-
raving about this all weekend.
the perfect project to put in this project bag because it's the perfect fabric for me.
I'm just this is really fascinating. I'm just reading the history of this Ben wafer. It says originally brought to the Low Country from West Africa in the late 1700s. This Ben seed, the Ben seed, whatever it is, technically, was thought to hold the secrets of health and good luck. Commonly planted on the plantations and used in the old southern recipes, the seed quickly became a new favourite. Its rich, sweet, nutty taste is unmistakable, and although it's still extensively used in a variety of low country recipes, its most loved form is the Ben wafer. Our thin, crisp wafer cookies are adapted from traditional time-tested recipes and produced in our own bakery by hand for a true, authentic flavour. Always made from scratch.
Mate,
Always made from scratch. For history you can taste. Wow, that's quite authentic, isn't it?
Yes.
That must be the story she was trying to tell you.
yeah, so
They are really, really nice.
these are amazing.
Oh, so they're for health and luck, Brendan.
It tastes pretty good.
And they taste really good. Yeah. What else we got? Oh, okay.
We
We're
both
doing
got
the
one
things
of
that we both got.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
Look, I'm sure we may miss things because we piled everything kind of went everywhere in our suitcase on the way home. So please
Cheryl-
forgive us if we miss anybody.
Cheryl gave us a little retreat survival pack.
Oh, that's actually very cool.
So it's got some candy in there, some floss cards, chapstick,
Nice.
and a
Lots of cards. Oh, chapstick! I needed that on the weekend. I should have opened this earlier.
little Arizona needle minder as well.
Oh well, the Arizona needle minder.
You're using it.
Where did I
aren't
put
you?
it? I thought I grabbed it off my. I put it somewhere. I've been using it all weekend, and I couldn't find it, and it was on my actual frame.
I'll get it out.
Where did I put the thing? I actually took it off my frame and put it on the table. I can't find
A
it.
little Arizona needle minder.
Which I just loved. Like I said, I was using it all weekend.
And because I was Cheryl's favourite,
What?
As
Oh,
always.
of course, yes.
Cheryl had, everywhere she went, she had been collecting
I don't have one of those things.
Bigfoot stickers for me. So she's given me a whole
wow, there's heaps of them.
a whole collection of little Bigfoot stickers.
Oh, that's a Bigfoot and an alien.
Alien riding Bigfoot.
We need to go to Carolina.
A little
South
believe.
Carolina. Yum.
I think it's every Bigfoot
Oh my
sticker ever
God.
made. I think she
You need to
collected
put
from.
all of those on your drink bottles. Oh, that's cool.
That one's cool. Squatch it. It must be a California Bigfoot, and he's surfing.
Mm-hmm.
And then like a national parky type one.
I'm just crunching those things though. It's so good. We need to go to Charleston, Brim.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, it's worth it just driving the state just for those things.
They're really
Okay.
tasty.
I know.
They're like a sesame sugar cookie.
You know when sometimes there's a flavour that you kind of can't explain?
Yeah.
That's it. That's really good. I find that's actually got me upset now. Neither mine is somewhere here. Because I took it off my work and put it on the table. Hey, Lily!
You can't have a
Oh,
cookie.
you can smell things, can't you, darling girl?
You can't have a cookie.
No cookie for you. Okay. Oh, yeah.
So we met Sian, the
Oh.
periwinkle stitcher.
Watch her Flosstubes. It's just Periwinkle Stitcher. She's from Britain, and that's a card. She is such a fun person, and I noticed today that I haven't watched Flosstube for a while. I'm trying to catch up on them. She's got one, I think, went up today, which would be that, and Susan Stanley has one as well, which will be recaps from.
You're not getting any
From summer school, from Sample Symposium.
They're too good for dogs.
And Katie's went up yesterday, so watch all of those.
So she made us little,
Yes, little thread beds.
well, needle holder thread beds.
Thread bed, needle, yeah. Great for a retreat when you just want to put your little bits on there. Put your needles in there. I love that. So that was sweet. Very sweet. Well, I'll show you that. My friend Sandy gave me, I got something you didn't get.
Yep.
Well, that's unusual.
Well, it's
Because she's my friend.
a bit girly too.
So my lovely friend, we always love catching up with Sandy and Lisa. We're hoping to catch up with them at the Aqua Sampler Symposium thing at the end of this year. But this beautiful little Liberty zip pouch, I just love it, and it can go on your like it clips onto your whatever to paper. I love it. Now, we were really fortunate because in front of us, at the table in front of us, was Beatrice, and she came up, and I have to admit I didn't recognise her because it was a bit crazy at summer school last year, but she came up and gifted Brett and I with this fabulous bookmark. Now, she originally handed me, because you weren't at the table at the time, she originally handed me this. And stupid me, being as tired as I was, I thought she was handing me something that she designed that we could stitch. And I thought, oh, well, that's beautiful. And she's looking at me and I'm thinking, what? And then I turned it and she goes, oh, no, I've made it. I thought, oh, it's not a pattern. That's just so we know who she is. It's Beatrice Davis, and it's just got her contact details on there. But she stitched Brett and I this beautiful bookmark. And she was really upset because she said if she'd known we were there, she would have, some of the ones, I think for the presenters, she put their initials inside. And I said, oh, it doesn't matter. We're just thrilled to have it. And the funny thing is, she said, it's following on from what I gave you at summer school. And I said, and I couldn't think what that would have been. I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what would that have been? And I had my little tartan needle box that I'd taken there. And when she told me what it was, I said, so I opened it up. This was the beautiful, I actually carry this with me all the time. And I said to Brennan, it's so lucky, I'm so pleased I got it out because I changed over my little sewing boxes that I'd taken. I said to Brennan, I was looking for it in my previous box and I found it and transferred it over. It's like I must have known, but I always have this with me. And she made, yours is in your sewing box too, but I happened to take it with me. So I said, oh, you mean this one? I think she was really pleased to know that I actually love it as much as I did. I carry this everywhere with me. So we have now got two beautiful gifts. Brent's got his BK one in his stitching, and we've now got a beautiful, and I'm an avid, well, we both are, but I'm an avid physical book reader. So that will be going in with all my beautiful bookmarks. So Beatrice, thank you. You know how much I already love this, but I love this so much as well. So She happened to be sitting at the table in front of us, so that was nice. And I now know what you look like, so I won't forget you when I see you next time. Hopefully at summer school.
I'm going to have all these eaten.
Brendan, you're not. Don't you keep eating those. I'm going to have those after lunch as well.
By the end of the video, they're going to be gone.
This was from
Jem, wasn't it?
Jem. Yes, she actually come up to us with your finished sampler from last year's Mystery Stitch Along. Oh, Jem is lovely. I haven't opened it yet. I'm always worried about things going astray, so I kind of put them straight into my bag.
It's actually sparkly.
Oh, I love it. Mine's pink and sparkly. Yours is gold. Oh my gosh. So this is a boo-boo stick, as I said before.
But it's
all very cool. And mine's all sparkly. It's all glittery down the... Oh, I love that. No, I hadn't. And this was a... I think... Oh, it's on a cute little wooden... This was a limited colour, I think. I can't remember who it was from. Was it Colin Cotton? I can't remember, but that's beautiful too. And Jem's so much fun. We actually seen her at quite a few retreats now, so we kind of look forward to seeing her.
Hopefully we'll see her at market.
We'll see her at market. We hope she's going to be coming as a helper for her local needlework shop or designer or something. So we're hoping she can get the time off work, and we'll catch up and go out to dinner or something with her at market. So that was that. What are we? Oh, I love. Okay, I'm taking mine out of the thing. So this is from Jersey Girl Stitch Company, and we seem to be. We're just fortunate enough. We've seen her at all the retreats really, and we're getting a beautiful collection of these. But this one is my favourite. So she came up and she had these ones, and we could pick. And you picked that one, and I picked one, and I picked the one that she thought I would pick.
It's a bit hard to show. So I picked this one. Which is pretty blue ones.
And I picked this. This is my favourite one that I've gotten from her. One, it's green. Two, this was just a no-brainer for me. It is just... Can you hold that?
Yeah, I'll hold it up.
The funny thing is, I grabbed it without even... Like, she showed us some and she said, look, just pick these. I grabbed this without even giving it two thoughts. I said, that's my favourite one that she's given us. Isn't it beautiful? It's got like a lily. I don't think you can see it on there. First of all, it's green, so that's a no-brainer. And secondly, it's got a beautiful lily on it. And I'm going to make something to put this in because I just love it so much. And the funny thing is, I was watching Katie Strack's video yesterday, and she chose the exact same one. I texted her straight away, and I said, how do I know that you would have picked the exact... Because her favourite colour is green as well. I said... I laughed when I saw you chose the exact same one I did.
So yours is called Lilies for Suzanne.
Lilies for Suzanne, yeah. So if you're after that, so look up the Jersey Girl Stitch Co. I'm not sure she's got a website, or is it an Etsy shop? I'm not sure. It's a .com, so it's a website. JerseyGirlStitchCo.com.
Yep.
She does the most beautiful pens.
So that one's called Lilies for Suzanne, and mine's called Jewels in the Attic.
Yep. Oh, that's a lovely name. That's the one you should. And so, yeah, we just love them. As I said, we're getting a great collection, but that one, my absolute favourite. So, when I see those lovely pins coming towards us, I'm like, oh, we get to pick. Oh, wow, this is amazing. Yeah.
I still don't know how she did this.
Neither do I.
So, Kathy Ray from Needle in a Haystack, or the Floss Queen.
The Floss Queen.
Gave us needle books that she's actually laser cut out of a single piece of wood, and it's made a hinge.
It's just beautiful. You've got one that ties in the middle. Mine wraps.
There's a little pin on it.
She'll say King of the Needles.
Mine's the King of the Needles.
And mine says Keep Calm and Stitch On.
So these are just...
Words to live by.
It's amazing. I just don't know how it works.
It is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Does she sell these?
Yeah.
Oh, she was selling them at the...
Yeah, she has them at her shop.
At Needle in a Haystack? Or is it called
Needle in a Haystack? You can get them through Needle in a Haystack.
Okay, but look at that hinge. Freddie kept saying, I don't know how they do this. I said, I don't know either, but we're just very fortunate recipients of one. So that's going in my box.
Yeah, really pretty.
Oh, we got... Now she gave me something else. What was that? Oh... What was it? Oh, I know what it was. My friend Jules, which I think she's part of my Stitching Under the Full Moon group on Instagram. And we've now met Jules, practically every retreat we've been to in the United States. She is so much fun. She's originally American, but she lives in Kosovo, and we see Jules at everything now. So she's just and we're going to be with her at the Aqua thing. So we're going to spend a whole week with her in October.
So she's Jules Darling.
Jules Darling
on Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah, and YouTube. Yep, she does a YouTube video. And so she gave us these beautiful floss cards.
Which you stole mine.
Well, I did.
Yeah.
But she also saw... I don't know how. I thought I was going to have this gone by the time I finished Sample Symposium, but I thought, no, I really need to show these on Flosstube, so they're going to be gone very soon. She saw in our last video that I'm part of the... Oh, I know. Part of the Barry Stitch Folk box had a Stroop waffle in it. And I didn't realise the Stroop waffle was in there, and I practically ripped it out of Brendan's hand when I saw what was actually in there. Wow. She bought me a whole packet of Stroop waffles, but they're from Kosovo, weren't they?
Yeah.
So they're 10 honey Stroop waffles, and she said I had to bring them all the way from Kosovo for you. So they can now be devoured. These are so good. So, Jules, you know how much.
Oh, look.
Almost, yeah, you know what they are, don't you, baby girl? It's all wrapped up, and she still knows. They're that good. We first ate these in Amsterdam. Oh, my God.
Well, they're in Amsterdam.
Well, they are. They're a Dutch thing. But so good, and they are... I can now open them up. So they're all in this fresh kind of packaging, so they'll still be fine. Where's mine?
Behind you.
Oh, yeah. Our lovely friend Brenda from Brenda and the Cereal Starter. You love this, don't you? Because you want to put all your silks in floss-away bags.
So it's a little floss-away bag folder.
It's really good. And you can add more to it. And it's really, really, really good. So there's an index at the front. It's very cool. So it's sort of like a hinge that you can add more to. It's got miles of room to expand. So I guess once you put all your silks in there, Bren was wrapped because he bought some floss-away bags recently. He didn't know what to put them in.
Well, I've just been storing them on a ring.
Yeah, so now he's got a very cool. So thank you, Brenda. I have to say, this was not a gift from Sample Symposium, but my friend Carol and I got our Christmas gifts away. We've been swapping ornaments now for probably 20 years, and this arrived. Mine arrived late to her. Hers arrived late to me. It's all good. It'll be on my tree next year. But I just love this. She stitched Kathy Haberman's. I can't remember the name of it now, but it was from the Jingle Ball. Oh, it's so beautiful. Carol's stitching is so good, and I just treasure all of hers. I put all of hers on the one little tree because we've been swapping them every year for such a long, long time. Since the early 2000s, I think it is. So that arrived in January, and I'm going to have hers to her in plenty of time this year. Well, this is just sensational. Is there anything else I could show before this? Oh, well, two amazing things. Oh, well, what about this one, Brendan? Who was this one from?
I'm not sure.
Oh my God, I know the person. Didn't you have the... Oh, yes, I do. It was from, it had that card that was in there. That card that was tucked... What was the card that was... Oh, my gosh! Oh, isn't it ridiculous? We had the card tucked in there. Was it from Jules? No. Who? Oh, I'm blanking. I'm so sorry to the person who gave us this. We know you as well as I know my own name. But these are gorgeous, and these are always fantastic to have at retreats for your orts. And I love it. It's red and white, and how can you not love it? I was using mine at the retreat, which is why I think I've lost the card that went in there. Oh, no, I haven't. Yes, I have. Oh, I'm such an idiot. But anyway, it's beautiful, and we love it. Thank you. I will be thinking of it the second we stop filming. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I don't know. It's got out of my... It's probably part of one of the other things I've shown you. Okay, which one first? Susan Stanley, you have got to watch her Flosstube videos. She's fantastic. This is just beautiful. She just gave us a gorgeous, a beautiful message on a beautiful card, which I shall be keeping with all my beautiful... Now, I was lucky enough to get a red box of hers. I don't know, maybe summer school last year. Oh, Brendan, stop eating all those because I want to eat them as well. But I haven't opened this yet because just to show you the beautiful packaging. These are beautiful. I'm sure she said they're the little LaHaye shaker boxes. But look how beautifully it is kitted up. So we now have a yellow one. Do I give you the yellow one? I keep them. I don't know.
You won't. So don't even pretend to everyone you're going to.
I was actually thinking it, Brenda. But Susan does such beautiful, and like the message on the card means as much to me as the gift. So thank you, Susan. We love that so much. And then Sunday night, Jackie Duplessis comes and hands me a beautiful gift. She did actually hand it to me, so I don't know, baby. This is exquisite. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see this. I nursed this all the way. Again, though, comes in an amazing box. It was all wrapped in bubble wrap in there, so there's no chance of it breaking. But I was... Oh, just be careful, Brendan. Oh, my God, I can't even look. It's just a little basket. Can you tilt it back so you can see that it's a basket? Oh, it's so beautiful with all the little ribbons. Jackie leaves the ribbons long, so I had to tie them all, which was perfect. And it is unbelievable work of art. It's just beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous, Brendan? So, yeah, it's a little basket. I don't know the name of the basket, but I know she sells them, I assume.
Yeah. It doesn't have a tail.
No, not this one. I don't think it did, no.
No, it didn't.
No. To say I was blown away was an understatement of the whole week. It's just exquisite, and I will treasure that forever, Jackie. Thank you so very, very much. That'll go in with all my beautiful stitching treasures. I feel very, very blessed that she's a friend of ours. So it makes me want to cry. I cried at the time. I'm going to cry all over again if I'm not careful.
But that will probably disappear from your room mysteriously.
Oh, will it? Well, just disappearing amongst your massive collection that you're planning on having.
Yes.
Okay. Jackie, you need to get that production going fast because he's going to buy you out of everything. So, as I said, we'll let everyone know when Jackie's website goes live. You can buy from her now, but it's going to be so much easier.
And I've got some other mother of pearl thread winders as well that Jackie gave us.
Yeah, which we'll show over different Flosstubes, just because she's amazingly talented lady. Okay, so what? We're going backwards. So that pretty much summed up. No, I've got another. Oh, how did I miss that? Where's my gift from? Oh, it's over there. I've got it really put. Oh, so on we swapped Christmas ornaments and things. You can see what we made for Katie in her latest video. Thanks for the shout out, Katie. That was really nice. We're so happy you liked it. And
it was my only finish from 2024.
Yes, I designed it, Brendan stitched it, and then I finished it. So it was it was very much a combined present, and it was your one and only finish for 2024.
Mm-hmm.
And it was beautifully stitched, baby, if I do say so. And just as well it was, because Katie showed it very close to the camera.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I'm glad it's not my stitching.
I was looking to make sure I hadn't missed any crosses or anything.
I was laughing because we were watching it on our large screen TV yesterday.
Because I was already really, really careful because I knew it was going to Katie and she'd get out the magnifying glass anyway and inspect my stitching.
I was like that with the finishing too. I'm thinking, oh Lordy, this is going to Katie. But she came up to our room before it started and we swapped out there. Look, this is not going. This is just going to be in my room all year round.
These
Don't
really
stop
good.
eating them, Brendan. I want some myself. He's going to have them gone much. Look what we were. Oh, is there something I could put this against?
Yeah.
Oh, we were lucky enough
We need to get up.
This. Oh God, we need the. Can you twist it so that sparkle? Katie and I, well, she's the queen of sparkle, but seriously, I can't have enough sparkle in my life. I love everything shiny, sparkly. You can't even see it, but my fingernails are sparkly. Oh my gosh, I've seen her show these on her. Was this a kit? This was a kit you could buy. We're lucky enough that she made us one, so we don't have to buy the kit because you can't make it as well. You can make it. Her instructions for anything that she does are
Pretty.
Fantastic. But to have Katie's beautiful workmanship on this, That will be treasured forever. Again, that's not going in my Christmas. Oh, we've been lucky enough to get. We've got 3 gorgeous things. They don't go. I don't pack them away with Christmas stuff. They stay out year round. So I just hope you can see the sparkle. You know, apart from being recipients of these beautiful things from people like Katie and our other friends, you know, the gift of their friendship means the world to us. We feel like we've known Katie forever. She's like part of our family. Liz, all of our friends. I don't want to name people. We've just got so many friends, both here and abroad, that make our life very special. And to have little parts of them in our home means the world to us. So thank you, Katie. I just love it so much. I nursed that all the way home, along with the mother of pearl. I was like, that thing's not going in my suitcase. So that went in my carry-on. I nursed them all. Luckily, we got business class upgrade, so they were a lot safer coming home. So thank you, Katie. Just very, very. Okay, I missed one of the best gifts I got during our time in the States. When we visited Tanya Brockmeyer from the Scarlet House on the Monday, we had such a lovely day with her and Paul. I'm not sure if any of you have seen me. Tanya, I think she did it with Sherry, Colorado cross stitcher, on one of Sherry's floss tubes, where she basically outfits these beautiful boxes, and she gifted me one that she made especially for me. I can't believe I almost forgot to show you this. Now, what she's done is she's done a bee theme, because she knows I love everything with bees. I feel so. This is now my favourite box to take anyway. This will be my companion piece with all the retreats and stuff. So
yeah, the hand and lock boxes.
The hand and lock boxes are done. I have now got my favourite thing. So she's done this beautiful, beautiful bee themed box for me. Now, what she told me I can do, she's put in some ephemera. So basically, she showed me with her one and I've got plenty of ephemera, beautiful things that I've gotten from Needlework Press and different things I've collected over the years. And she showed me how I glue them all on here and make it like a collage of beautiful ephemera on the top of this box. So I will be decorating that with all my beautiful things over the next couple of weeks. And I'll show you this kind of complete. I'm putting in some beautiful things. She did look, I mean, these little tiny wooden little pincushion things, aren't they, Brent?
Yeah.
Just beautiful. A little Ort dish. Now she has these little things. Actually, I think hers is a tomato one. She got me to pick one, but I picked the garlic because it matched the colour. The idea with these little salt shakers is that they're to put your dead needles in. And Tanya's sort of all shaped because all of her dead needles go in these little holes. So I picked the little garlic one to go with my theme. She's got she's decoupage little bee boxes with beeswax in there, thread conditioner. There's a beeswax thread conditioner. There's a bee needle threader. It's just all so beautiful. Like, there's a bee pin,
and
bee magnets. I've started to put my things in here as well. I've got this beautiful Jackie DePlesse's kit that I made up. I bought the kit at summer school, and it's a little like paisley leaf. I made that up. I showed that on one of our previous videos. So that's going in here. All my precious stuff will be going in here. I haven't had a chance yet. This was an attic, again, mother of pearl, little floss. What do you call it? A floss
card.
But it's obviously mother of pearl from summer school last year. A beautiful heart that Jackie gifted me at summer school last year. So now I've got all my beautiful things that I've been given as gifts at all these events and things we go to, which I'm going to be putting in here and personalising it and making it all my own. So Tanya basically said she started me off.
Need to put this in here.
Oh, yes, that'll go in there now, my beautiful bird cage. So, that's a good thing with the thing. So, yes, so Tanya's basically said she started me off. I'm going to decorate all this back stuff. Look, I mean, look at the little bee trim that she's put across. And the fact that Tanya took the time to make this for me, I'll put it in that little dish there.
A little bird.
Yeah, is so, so special. And I'm feeling very blessed. She's a great friend. And I just wanted to thank her. So I almost forgot. I had it there as the final thing to show, and I completely forgot. So I will start decorating all the insides of that, and I will show you in the next video. So thank you, Tanya. Yeah. Okay, so stitching.
Come on then.
You know, I did stitch at Sample Symposium, but the talks were so fascinating that it was just hard not to just to sit and watch the presentations because they were that good. I thought I did stitch more than I typically do it at a retreat, but
Not having a cook.
I was still distracted by all the presentations and stuff. What's up?
She wants a
Paige?
cook.
Well, she's not having one. That's for us, darling girl.
That's she good.
So, first of all, I'll show you my friends. Oh gosh, who's it? I'm going to miss somebody in the group. Jules, Julie, Sarah, and I know I'm missing someone. Oh, I can't remember. We're in a little Instagram group called Full Moon Stitches, and we stitch something with a moon under the full moon every month. So we usually stitch around the day before and the day after, plus the day of the full moon. So we usually typically get about 2 or 3 nights stitching in. And we've been a bit slack last year, I must admit. We kind of fell off a little bit. Everyone got, involved in their own things for a bit. Everyone was doing other whips and stuff, but we're back on track. I think Sarah suggested this design. This is Salem Mini Moon, which is a new release from Plum Street Samplers. Now, this was on what was this on? This was on Affogato by Fibre and Wind, but I am in the, this is the colour for this month too. It's called Gravestone, I think. Gravestone or Tombstone, one of the two. This is from, it's a small piece. I'm in the, what do you call it? XG Designs Fabric of the Month. I don't know if you can see this, but I thought it was, it's either Tombstone or Gravestone, and I thought it was perfect. So we all started it. This was how much stitching I got done, so this will get picked up again under the next full moon. But I'm really happy with that little start. I only got 2 nights stitching in it, so, and I love the fabric. It looks so good on the fabric, so that will be pulled out. I didn't want to put this one down, I've got to be honest, but I thought, no. We're supposed to only stitch it for 2 or 3 nights of a month, so that's what I'm going to do. Julie and I, actually, I think we stitched the exact same spot, which was very weird. It's not because it's not where I typically start. We both almost got the same amount done. That fabric that Rachel sent me is for this start. This was my new start for 2025. My friend Julie, again, Kansas City girl in the Colorado world, she started this one with me. She started this one in a different spot, though. And I think Laurie's doing it. Our friend Laurie's doing it as well. So I have started this. Didn't get a lot of stitching as much as I wanted, but that's what I've started. This is on, what's it called? Gallows Hill, the new linen from Needle and Flax, with all the colourful colours by Plum Street. So I started with the little figures in the middle. But this is going to be my constant piece I'm going to be stitching until it's finished because I love it so much. Again, I only put it down because I left this is still not at the end of the month yet, so I don't think I'm going to finish in time. This is my blessing. No, I don't think so. My blessing sampler from our friend Akshay. Smitten by Stitches is his design company, and it's called Quaker Impressions. Now, this is 100% Akshay's design. All the proceeds of this sales this chart go straight to him after, PayPal costs and stuff. We have this on our website wholly and solely because he's getting his website set up. So we just said, look, we'll put it on ours, send you 100% of the profits of it. So if you want this, it's on our website, and foxandrabbit.com. Quite a lot of people have finished it. They've been stitching along with me. I inadvertently left it at home. I meant to take it with me and stitch it. That's what I was going to stitch all the time at Sample Symposium. When I got home, I couldn't find where it was. I had my fabric picked. I had 2 colours picked for the thread. Still cannot find it. I know it's here. I do not know, so I had to start it from scratch. Because I thought, well, I'm not going to spend days trying to find it, so I had to start it again. So I just chose a 46 count white clay, which is one of ours. So I've had to restart, which means there's no way I'm going to finish. But I'm actually quite pleased I had to restart because I actually do like what I chose. I've chosen Gloriana Rosewood as the silk. I'm just going to do it in one colour. And that's my pitiful restart, which means, where are we? Is it that way? Yes, I will not. I don't think I'll finish this, but this is going to be stitching on this exclusively till the end of the month. If I don't finish it by the end of the month, Akshay knows how much I love this, and I will finish it. On the Monday, before we flew home, we had all day Monday in the States. So we actually went around, had the day with our friend Tanya from the Scarlet House, and she's doing this. She's just doing a beautiful black on, I can't remember what fabric she chose, but she's almost finished, and it's beautiful. And so, yes, so this year I've decided I am literally, look, you know what? I'm not setting really hard and fast deadlines. I'm just vibe stitching this year. If I feel like stitching something, I'm going to pick it up and stitch it. I always set too many, I don't know, unachievable goals, or I say I want to stitch something, I'm not in the mood, and I feel like I've got to stitch it. So I am just stitching what I feel like this year. If I want to do it, if I want to keep stitching something till it's finished, I'll do that, or I'll just keep picking things up that I'm really feeling like stitching. The only thing I am doing hard and fast is I will be doing one Christmas ornament at least a month with my friend Katie. We're doing 12 in 12. Probably about half of those I'll keep myself. Half will be for friends, so I don't have that crazy stitching at the end of the year. But I just thought I'd show you a quick finish. Now, I think I showed this one in our last video, but probably not the ornament. So this, oh my gosh, what's it called? Oh my gosh, it was Kathy Haberman's exclusive for Homespun Needlework group on Facebook, but this is the sampler, all done and finished. It was a 12 days of Christmas stitch along. But Kathy also put with it a bonus ornament. So this is my ornament for January, so I'm 1 for 1 so far, so it's all done and finished. And this is the beautiful little ornament on a lovely stained wood, and it's just, I love it so much. So that's my first ornament, Katie, so I'm 1 from 1. Let's see if I can keep up. I'm absolutely determined to keep up. I'm hoping to do more than 1 a month if I can. So yeah, so that's all my stitching. What are you doing? I can see you fossing there.
I just had
Holy cow!
Have a look at these jelly beans.
Oh, I can smell it.
Oh, I just had a margarita one.
Oh, where's the margarita? I'll try that. Oh, let's try that. Well, the green one.
Green one's margarita.
Does it taste like a margarita? Oh, it does taste like a margarita. It's not alcoholic, is it?
No, it's jelly bean. It's candy. Look at all the different
I mean,
colours.
it's not alcohol.
And luckily,
Oh, wow, that's really good.
tells me what they all are.
That literally tastes like a margarita.
No,
Oh, darling, you can't have... Oh, Lily's under the table.
she can't eat candy, Lily.
No. That's my stitching. What are your plans? Oh, you got your stitching. Sorry.
Yeah, so I haven't had much time for stitching. I did a little bit at the attic, continuing to work on. I took 2 projects. I took Cardinal Kin, the conversion kit from Katie, but in the light I couldn't see the dark blue fabric well enough to stitch.
No, the light was quite good in there, but I couldn't see it very well either.
Yeah, but I need really bright light when I'm stitching on dark fabric. Luckily, I took this one as well, a new constellation from Plum Street. Oh, oh dear.
We won't say what Lily did. That's gonna hurt.
That wasn't pleasant, and I'm on camera, so I can't rub it.
Oh my God. She was coming up between his legs, trying to jump on his...
That brought a tear to my eyes.
We aren't editing that bit out.
Oh,
darling, dog, you just get dirty. Come on. You can smell all these things.
Oh dear.
Oh, anyway, as you were saying.
So as I got this out, I realised I'd put some of the motifs in the wrong spot, so I spent the first bit of time at being unstitching.
Oh yeah, you had to frog all that stuff.
Yeah, but I'm slowly working my way through the border. So I got all the bottom from there down redone. Had to unpick it all and restitch it all.
Is it on saltbush? Yeah.
Yeah. It's on 40 count saltbush.
Oh, it looks really good. Oh, so he's stitching one of her Rhode Island samplers, and so am I.
That's all I've stitched since we last spoke.
But the other one, where is your other one? Got your other one there?
No, it's over
there. Oh, it's over there.
Yeah.
It's the Cardinal Kin by Katie.
I've only like 3 berries or something is all I stitched.
Oh, I thought you'd done a bird.
No.
Oh, well. It's supposed to have been my Christmas present, I think.
I didn't say which year.
No, I think it might have been 2 years. When did Katie first bring that out? 2023, I think. Oh, I don't know. No, hopefully this year. Otherwise, I'm taking it and I'm going to stitch it for myself as one of my 12.
You'll never find it.
I will find it. So, are you all right now, baby?
Yeah. I'm not crying anymore.
And what are your plans for stitching?
So I'm going to spend a bit more time on this because I'm in love with this Palm Street one again.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to continue with mine as well. My new the full moon one will be back when the full moon is, another couple of weeks. I'm going to keep going with Akshay Sampler and the Salem, what's it called? The Salem Sampler. Like I said, with my friends Julie and Laurie. So I want to get a stack of that done very soon. The other thing I wanted to start before I left, because I wanted to get, I did want to get Jean to stitch the little bee on this for me, but I didn't like to. I was going to ask her, but I thought I'll try. But this is a sampler that Jean actually reproduced. This is called Ursula's sampler, and Jean kindly signed this for me when we were at summer school last year. So I love it because it's Jean's reproduction. It's on, we picked out a 50, obviously I could have picked one of ours, but I wanted to pick another friend's linen. So this was, oh my goodness. No, it's, Brian and Teresa, needle blink. It's a needle blink, 56 count.
It's written on that.
I know. 56 count heirloom. So this was what Jean had some, because we wanted to pick a very, very pale, sandy sort of colour. So she picked that one, and I said, well, that's fortuitous because they're friends of ours, so that was good. And Jean picked her favourite red for me to stitch it in. It's a Saphine. The number is, I think this is her favourite red. So, or one of her favourite. I think Jean loves every red on the planet, but this is the one that she picked for me. It's 2681 Soie Saphine. So I want to get that started. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch away. I'm going to leave the little bee on there. And when we go to summer school in August, I'm going to ask Jean if she'll stitch the little bee on there for me, because bees sort of symbolise friendship and family, and I thought that'd be nice. So I want to get that, and that's going to be on 56 count. So that will be my first. I've done little things on 56, but this will be my first larger project on 56. And because it's Jean's design, and you can get this, by the way, from the attic. Not this combination, because Jean picked this out for me, but this chart is available from the attic, and I'm sure they'll kit it up for you in whatever you want. So, but that's the colour she chose for me. If you wanted to do the same, so I want to get a fair chunk of that done by summer school, which is August. So, and the rest of the time we're just going to be getting ready for National Needlework Markets in like 6 weeks.
So next video we'll actually show you all our new releases.
Yep, they're all done, ready. We've just got to print them.
We'll show you the charts and the fabric.
Big job.
And the 2 fabric colours we're releasing.
Yep.
Tanya from the Scarlet House.
Yes, has named one of them.
Named one of the fabrics.
Can we say what the name is?
Yeah. It's
called Cactus Wren. So we'll show you. It's one that she's sort of been asking us for quite a long time. Brent's been doing heaps of experiments. It ended up being a fabric of the month a while back.
Well, a version of it.
A version of it, yeah. And so he modified that a little bit. Tanya loves it. She's thrilled to name it. And so we've been working on that for a long time to get it close to that colour that she wanted. So
still not exactly the right
but
colour.
she's really happy. So that's going to be one of our releases. The other one, I think, I don't know, they're going to rename it. It was one of our fabric of the months as well. That was very highly well received. So we'll show you those 2 colours. We'll show you all of our new releases. Like I said, we're kind of done. We're done as far as the designing side of it, done and ready. All we've got to do is print them. So print them and ship them. So we'll show you all that. We've got about 8. There's only going to be one. We're taking part in the Under the Rainbow collaboration this year. It's I think it's 12 different designers. Previous ones, we've been involved in all of them, I think. It's a little sort of 60 by 60 design. The theme this year is Night Garden, and it's using Threadworks, 4 beautiful Threadworks colours. So we're limited to the 4 colours, same theme, and all 12 of us will come up with a small design. So I'm working on that right now. I'm also working on we've done the small project for the Stitches Escapes cruise to Alaska in September. So that project's done. My class project's done and finished. I don't know if they're up for sign up now, but whatever.
Not for another month.
Not another month. But I'm actually working on, while I'm not teaching the sampler, Brent's got his class he's teaching, but I'm also designing a sampler that will be available as like a bonus kit. So I'm actually working on that at the moment. And the rest of the time we're just getting ready for our trip to Nashville.
We're going to have a trip down to Goblin.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Over the Christmas break, Julie managed to secure the lease for the property next door.
Yep.
And they've been renovating over the Christmas break.
We've punched through the two shops, so you'll be able to walk through the old shop into the new annex.
So the Goblin down in Sydney now is double the size.
Twice the size. We can't wait to see. When we were talking to Julie when we were in the States, and she sent us photos as it was going along. It was actually said, I think those photos are now up on Instagram. The Goblin, CREWEL, and Goblin like the stitch, GOBELIN.
Yep.
.com.au. Yeah. So she's got her progress photos. I think she said last weekend the carpet was going down. From the photos we've just seen, carpet has gone down. And I think are they reopening tomorrow? Oh, they might have been reopening this week. They closed for I think about 4 weeks.
So we'll have to go down in the next week or so.
About a week or so, yeah.
And have a look at the new shop and
can't wait.
Probably spend a lot of money.
Oh, well, she has nothing but great stuff down there. So, yeah.
We've also, next week, we're going to at the Opera House.
Oh, yeah, Brendan surprised me with this one.
So, it's Jaws' 50th anniversary. And Karen loves Jaws.
Now, I've lost count how many times I've watched Jaws over the years.
She actually says the words before the actors say
I know every word in that movie, yes. Very sad.
At the Opera House, they're having a special showing of Jaws over two days, where they've got the full orchestra.
Oh, well, one day each, so we're going for one of those days.
Yeah, they're doing it
over
twice.
2 days, yeah.
And they've got a full orchestra playing all the music live. So that should be
in the Sydney Opera House. So how cool is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's Saturday week.
Yeah.
Not this Saturday, next Saturday.
No, what's today, baby? It's Sunday. Next Saturday.
Oh, it's next Saturday. Yeah, it's Sunday. I
We're losing track of days, Bob. I don't know what day of the week
it
is.
Yeah, it's next weekend.
Mm.
So that should be fun.
So we've got a public holiday tomorrow for Australia Day today. So we're going to be chilling, stitching, and we got a lot of work to do. We will be hitting the ground running on Tuesday. I can't even wrap my head around how much we've got to get out. But it's all good. And we've got Nashville to look forward to, catching up with friends there.
And after Nashville, we've got some really big changes coming to Fox and Rabbit as well. So
yeah, just with the way we're getting our linen out. So
the way we're doing stuff. And so
it'll be better for Brendan.
We'll talk more about that.
I only mentioned it in our last video, I think.
Yeah, but we'll talk more after market about all those changes and how they're going to make it easier for everyone to get our fabric.
And less stress on you. They'll be able to get our linens more often. So at every shop we'll be able to get it at the same time.
Yeah.
So. And you won't have to worry about doing 15 colours in a day. So, yeah.
So that all starts after market, which is exciting.
Cannot wait for that, yeah. But in the meantime...
we've got a whole bunch of orders we're going to get out before then.
Before that.
I don't think we're going to...
with the old way we're doing it.
I don't think we're going to make it through all of them. So we'll be talking to those stores to work out how they want to go forward.
Give them 2 options of going forward there.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's it, baby. What have we missed? We're bound to have missed something.
Well, the other thing we wanted reading back through...
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
Reading back through all the comments when we did the Christmas Advent.
Yeah, the 24 days.
We did
36,
days.
but the other one was the bourbon disaster. So.
Yeah, that was horrible. Yeah. And an experience I don't ever want to repeat again. Everyone has been commenting about the inks and the pens, and people have been asking us and emailing us and messages asking to see
a lot of people
to see our inks and pens. So we were wondering if that was something everyone would be interested in. That maybe we won't do it as part of these videos, but as a separate series of videos
on this channel. But it will be just a smaller video with Brent showing his inks and writing. We're both doing a calligraphy course, but he's got a beautiful collection of pens. Inks he's buying all the time.
Pens I buy all the time. Yeah,
and pens you buy all the time. So we just thought it'll be part of this channel. It'll be labelled separately. It'll be like ink floss or ink whatever. It won't be a long one. But
no, it'll only be like 5 or 10 minutes at most.
We didn't want to attach it to this because this is about our needlework, but it'll be on this channel just labelled separately. So if you'd like to see Bren do that,
just let us know.
I'll sit here and look at all the pretty colours and the pretty pens and maybe show a bit of my writing that I'm hoping to improve. We were just surprised at how many people asked us for that, especially a lot of people said that they were watching it with their sons. I don't know why sons, because women write too, but it seemed to be a lot of young men wanting to watch it with their mums, which was lovely. So yeah, so we're going to do that. I think if there's enough interest, just let a comment below. I must admit, I am really sad because we had so much to do before we went to the States. After our last video, I know there were a lot of comments. Everyone was laughing themselves silly with our box tasting. Whenever we get those, they'll always be at the end of the video so that anyone who doesn't want to watch it can watch all the needlework stuff first. But I've been remiss and haven't had a chance to answer everyone. I've read them, but I just haven't had a chance to answer everyone. But if you could leave the comments below about whether you'd like to see him do an ink one, a little separate ink one. Like I said, it'll still be on this channel, so it'll come up in your feed. It'll just be marked differently. So, I think now that's it.
I think that's it.
Oh, and just for those of you who have also asked, I can't believe they are, but yes, they are sending us another tasting box. I thought after that last one they would think, yeah, no. But they thought it was hilarious and are sending us another one, which should be arriving soon. Oh, they haven't sent it yet? Well, it'll be arriving at some point in the next month or so.
Next month or two it'll arrive.
It'll be at the end of our video. We'll let you know when that's coming. So that'll be interesting. Brent's praying for like Italy or Greece or France or England or somewhere.
Australia.
Yeah, that'd be good. Oh my goodness. But anyway, so thank you so much for hanging with us. We thought this was going to be quite quick, but it's actually not. And they're both now starving. I don't know about you, but I'm a bit hungry, baby. Yep. That's why I've been eating these Ben wafers.
Well, I've eaten half the packet.
I know you have. Okay, so we will do another video in another 2 weeks.
In a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Trying to keep them regularly up this year, as I said. And if the pen thing is a go, we will probably look at doing one in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, so to all the Australians, have a wonderful Australia Day and day off tomorrow. To everybody else, keep stitching, stay well, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Cool.